Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to the series of Starcraft English commentary. Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to another series of Starcraft English commentary. Hi guys, this is Starcraft and welcome to another series of Starcraft English commentary. Hi guys, this is Starcraft, and today we're going to be watching the first day of our tournament SCVN Series B 2024, and it's going to be Group C between 4 players, as you can see on the screen here. It's going to be 3 Protosses and 1 Zerg. And hello, I'm here. Sorry to keep you waiting. The tournament's going to get started soon. We will have 3 groups, A, B, C. Each group will have 4 players, and we will get 8 players out of the 12 to be in the double elimination brackets. So we're gonna be starting with Group C today, and the first map is gonna be played between these 2 players over here, Mr. L1nh, who is a Protoss player, I believe, and then Kudi46, who is a Zerg player. So I'm gonna get you started with the game right away, so please hang on tight. Alright, the game is started. It's gonna be PVZ with our Zerg player, who is gonna be on the bottom right corner of the screen. His nick is gonna be Grenade King, and our Protoss player is gonna be on the bottom left corner of the screen, and his nick is gonna be L1nh. These 2 players are kind of old. They are both born in the 1980s, so you know, this is kind of like, you know, grandpas like you and me, right? These are not, of course, even the current pro gamers, they are also very, very old. So, you know, Starcraft is a very, very old game. And this first map is gonna be Bloody Ridge, a kind of an old map. Very interesting that we have this map being used in this tournament. And we're gonna be having our friend, our Protoss friend L1nh, coming out here for a very, very quick expansion. Let me just give you some information about the player. So Mr. L1nh, born in 1987, raised Protoss, and his rank on Battle.net is D, so very, very low ranked-ish player. And Mr. Kudi, Vietnamese name is Mr. Phuc, born 1989. These got all misters here because they're very, very old. Zerg player and also ranked D on Battle.net. Now the good thing, the very interesting about Mr. Phuc, or Grenade King here, our Zerg player, is that he's American. He's Vietnamese, but he's now American. He's living in the United States, so he's gonna be, you know, playing from his American home here, whereas our Vietnamese, you know, Protoss player, Mr. L1nh, is gonna be playing from the capital of Ho Chi Minh City, excuse me, the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi. So yeah, but anyways, this is gonna be the first day of the stream. So if something is wrong, you know, please let me know what is the issues I can fix. So it looks like we're gonna be coming with Forge opening from our friend Mr. L1nh, and Grenade King or Kudi is gonna be coming up. Okay, we're gonna be having a spawning pool here, and then some Zerlings coming out. As you can see, these 2 players are kind of low-ish rank. Of course, you can see that the APM is around 200-ish, which is I think fair, right? I mean, of course, we are very old here, so it's more about having fun than about actually winning some tournaments. But of course, everything's got to start somewhere. So if you want to kind of claim a tournament, I mean, if you want to build a scene in your country, if you're not Korea, then you need to have these kind of tournaments. And then over time, of course, the players will have more exposure. They're gonna have time to kind of, you know, gear up their skills and stuff like that. We're gonna be having 4 Zerlings coming out. The second probe is running away, trying to protect these cannons. and trying to give the time for the cannons to get set up. Looks like our Zerg player is going to be going for gas here. The early aggression for the Zerg player will possibly not be able to succeed. Looks like the hatchery is going to be coming down. I actually don't know much about this map, Bloody Ridge. I haven't played it for a long time. But it looks like to me, looks like our friend Mr. L1nh is going to try to come out and try to do some scouting. With the 6 Zerlings in place, it's going to be quite hard. And let's see what kind of tech choice does the Zerg player go for. Looks like we're going to be not going to be seeing anything for the time being. Whereas in the Protoss side of the map, we're going to be seeing just a second pylon, and he should be taking his gas momentarily. Let's take a look at this probe though, because this probe is going to be able to get inside of Kudi's base. He might need to stop it with the drones, but he doesn't. He doesn't stop. And this drone, this probe is gonna try to go right in. We're gonna be seeing no hatchery, no SCV, no third hatchery, and we don't even see a hydrogen. So that is something we have to think about in the future. But anyways, looks like kind of late gas, I think. He's got 400 minerals, Mr. L1nh, but he's not going for gas. He's not going for anything. Another hatchery for Kudi, aka Grenade King, is gonna be at the 3 o'clock positioned here. Yep, and then let's see what else do we have here. It looks like this hatchery, this Nexus is gonna come online. Finally, we have the core and the gas coming out. I think the timing of this core is not so good from L1nh, but of course, things can always be improved. Even my core is very late. And we're going to be seeing a 4th hatchery, I think, before any kind of tech is revealed. So 4 hatch hydras, 4 hatch whatever. And it's going to be kind of very econ oriented. Our Protoss player, he's going to try to get up, I think, some kind of tech. After the core finishes, he needs to kind of move the probes and start to mine here. Of course, you know, it kind of looked like we are all just maybe laughing. If you're so familiar with the Korean players, then it's not, you know, you actually don't feel like it's I mean, this is good play style. But of course, if you think that these are your friends, maybe your family members or your colleagues playing and just having some fun, then I think the story is a little bit different. And we're gonna be seeing some Zerling with me trying to run to. We have some Zelle blocking though. Oh my god, a kind of a glitch from the Zerg player, but now everything is getting inside the base. We need to kind of have more blockage. But yeah, so many probes gonna be dying. I mean, this is kind of strategy that is being used on a low level here. Some of the Zerlings have died. One Zelle will be able to stop it. The probe gets pulled back, but he's not latching on the minerals. He needs to latch on the minerals. This is the basic micro strategy not being used effectively here. Anyways, looks like the Zelle is being surrounded from all sides and gets taken out. Okay, the cannon is really late, and we have the Zelle coming through. This is some hilarious situation, but we'll be seeing 2 more Zelle coming through. Let's see what kind of tech does the Zerg player go for here. Hydrogen, very interesting. Of course, Hydrogen is good when you have 4 hatchery, and the Nexus might die, but no, for the time it looks like the Zerglings are chased out. We're going to be having this Stargate start to produce some Corsairs. It is provide a little bit of information on this probe. You need to kind of run to the other side of the map. No, don't go there, probe. No, you're going to be losing all of your probes in the process here. No, don't go there either. Go somewhere else. Yeah, and he's lost so many probes. But even so, the supply for a Zerg player is not that much higher than the Protoss player. Well, the Protoss player still have 36 supply, even though he's lost like everything. He's lost so many probes in his main. We're gonna be seeing more pylon coming up, but where's the Corsair? We need to see the goodness. The Corsair is starting to move out now. He will see that his enemy is producing a lot of Hydras, but he's gonna be also droning up in the 3rd base. So the game is not yet over by any means. The Corsair, we need to find a place to attack and try to take out some Overlords, I think. Looks like he arrives here and he sees the Hydras, and he's gonna be turning back right away. Just to gather some information. Okay, he needs to upgrade his forge as well. I think he's got a lot of money, but he's gonna be, yeah, what is he gonna be building? City of Adun. Okay, very interesting. City of Adun before you go for forge upgrade. Finally, now we have the forge upgrades that started. This Zelle is coming out there to buy some time. He's just gonna try to check out the situation at the 3 o'clock base, but so many Hydras coming out. So the Zelle, yeah, and there's no way for him to save this. And the Zelle has died. So the game is, I think, just gonna continue from there. What do we have from in terms of defense? Inside of the Protoss base, we have just the 3rd cannon coming down now. Can he take out the Overlord before the Hydralists arrive? We have a Zelle just running around and hiding here, but just so many Hydras and Zerlings coming through. Yeah, the Corsair will be able to finish the Overlord. Looks like he turns around at just the right minute, the last moment here. a lot more cannons coming up, but these Zealot will need to buy a lot of time by blocking. I would build the cannon around here actually. I would just raise the cannon a tiny bit so that it can protect the forge. Whatever upgrades you have inside the forge. But let's see, it looks like another hatchery coming down. So it looks like Grenade King is actually not gonna be fully committed to this attack. He's just making a lot of Zerglings, which is not what you need at this point. You need a lot of Hydras. I don't think that Zerglings is gonna be the answer to the question that he's got here. But anyway, Zerglings are better than nothing. So supply wise, after this situation, looks like L1nh, our Protons player, is 47 and Grenade King, our Zerg player, is 49. So it feels to me like we have a very good lead here for our Zerg player. Can he able to close out the game and just completely win the game here? Looks like we don't see any kind of situation happening just yet. We're just gonna be seeing this gateway being destroyed, and after that we will see if Protons player L1nh is gonna have a chance to kind of come out and deal some damage on the Zerg player, because for the time being, yeah, this forge will not be able to finish what he's doing. Just non-stop Hydras. Are we gonna be seeing some upgrades here? Okay, it looks like we don't even have lair from the Zerg player. He's just massing up, you know, hatcheries. He's built so many hatcheries. What can the Protons player do? You need to really make a lot of, you know, forces. He's going for Citadel. Usually during this time, you need to rebuild your forge. You definitely need to rebuild your forge. Okay, I guess the forge is not focused upon. I don't understand why the Hydras are not able to come in there and take out the forge. That is just a little bit beyond me here. But yeah, the game is gonna go on, and if I was the Zerg player, I would be able to go and he's built so many hatches, 3 here in expansion. He's got 1 in the main. He's checking for some kind of hidden bases. Excuse me, no, just some hidden, I don't know, hidden Dark Templar or something like that. But looks like he's got a total of 6 hatcheries. And he's got a very good control of everything inside and outside of his enemy's expansion. This forge is allowed to finish the upgrade. Very interesting. It looks like these players don't actually follow Namcraft channel, because you would know that in pro gaming, you know, in this kind of positions, the Hydras will be able to completely take out the forge from the frontier. But anyways, the game is gonna go on, and just more hatcheries coming down. And is this Batman? It looks like Grenade King is not gonna be able, you know, just come in there and finish off the job here. He's just gonna be slowly trying to eat up the map and you know, starve out his enemy, which I think is okay as a strategy, but it kind of drags the game way too much. He need to go for the next tech. He's not upgrading lair. I mean, have you ever seen a Zerg player who doesn't go for lair for like, I don't know, 10 minutes continuously? He's just amassing a lot of Zealot, excuse me, a lot of Hydras here. And let's see if L1nh is gonna be able to break out of his home. He's got 4 gateway pumping, only Zealot. He's building a shadow. He's building more gateway, and he need to go. I think for a second forge, looks like Zelle start to come out with lag. And does he have, yeah, +1 the weapons upgrade is done on a Zealot, but he's gonna finally go back to the Hydras don't have any upgrades. And so L1nh is holding the fort for now. Supply wise, L1nh is 65 and Grenade King is 75. And yeah, the Zerg player is just gonna grow more and more. Okay, finally we have the lair taken at this base here. The expansion, we're gonna be having more Hydras coming out just from all corners here, but Zelle starts to surround. You need to have a good surround on the Zerglings, I think. Looks like we don't have that surround that well, and some of the Hydras gonna be able to escape home. But good attack just to buy a lot of time from our Protons player L1nh here. All right, what's gonna be happening soon? Looks like these Zealots is gonna try to discover the new base, and he sees the new base. So it looks like L1nh, our Protoss player, might be able to do some attack. He's gonna try to come out here and take out this 3rd base. Drone trying to buy some time on the high ground. Xenon's gonna be trying to surround from the left side. This is a beautiful attack. The Zerg player is not yet in position to actually go out here and save this base. This Sunken's gonna be falling. We even have a Corsair coming out, so our Protoss player is bouncing back hard. If he can take out a lot of hatcheries and kill a lot of drones, he might be able to do some damage. Yeah, and these Zealots on high ground is doing a lot of damage, because, you know, 1/3 misclick chance if you're attacking from the low ground. And yeah, that Zealot is still going to be able to buy some time, but that's going to be the end of the Zealot excursion here. A lot of Hydras have fallen, but what's going to be the recon for Proton? Just non-stop Zealot coming out of the gateways here, which is nice, but you will need to also build something more than just Zealot, I think. Because the Hydras number is growing up very strongly. And is he gonna be upgrading overlaunch speed? And okay, he's just building hatcheries everywhere. I mean, this is a very interesting strategy, just building hatcheries everywhere, because you know, in this kind of low level play, you don't have to worry about anything because your opponent is so slow. So just build a lot of hatcheries everywhere and just pray to God that your enemy will not be able to discover them and take them out. But anyways, this base is gonna get taken out. He's gonna be rebuilding a quick colony. We have drones coming from the back. Do we have hydras coming to enforce? We do. The Zelle need to focus attention on the hatchery. He's gonna try to take down the hatchery. The hydras arrive now, but a little bit of a late response. Can the hatcheries get taken out? Looks like no, it's not gonna get taken out. The Zelle are dying one by one. And that's gonna be the end of this attack for our valiant Protoss player, Mr. L1nh here. Do we have another base coming up here? This might be coming up. Looks like Protoss is getting ready for our base. What kind of upgrades? We have +2 weapons on the Zelle, and we have a +1 carapace for the Zerg player here. But very good control of everywhere. I think if we have a lurker block on here, oh my god, yeah, lurker block. Very interesting. And these Zelle have no, they have no place to hide. The only place they can go to is this third base. If the Zelle can get on that area and take that out, it's gonna be great. Looks like our Zerg players kind of trapped himself in with this egg here. He's just waiting for the egg to finish to get out. Yeah, he's gonna cancel the egg. Zealots are forced to engage right here at this ridge, the bloody ridge, and the blood that is gonna be spilled is gonna be Protoss blood because now L1nh has fallen down to supply to 65 and Grenade King to 96. So yeah, there isn't much in the way of defense here for our Protoss player. He can just wait for, I think, High Templars and maybe Dragoon. He's building some Dragoon, some High Templars, but these Hydras are so strong. The HT is gonna be hiding in the corner. He's only got 2 High Templars. Drone being sent to the various corners. It's just very strong economy for our Zerg player. He might be going for, what is this, another, okay, Screen is gonna try to go to you know, go up to the next tech of choice here. This looks like a Grenade King is not yet discovering what L1nh has up here. He doesn't know about the presence of this hidden pylon here because he thought he destroyed everything. But during this time, L1nh can actually go out there if he wishes to and actually plant down some pylon and some cannons at some point. Yeah, but anyways, Mr. L1nh here. I'm Protoss player, so I'm gonna be rooting for Mr. L1nh. But Mr. L1nh, I don't feel like he's got what it takes to really win the game. The Zerg's got so much economy everywhere, hatcheries, drones, so many overlords, so many sunkens, and Queen's Nest is completed. We need to see the transition into Hive soon. Yeah, he's gonna be upgrading. What is this, overlord speed maybe? Or maybe drop. Okay, it's very nice storm. The battles in the central area is coming up, but these lurkers, what are they doing? Burrow, he burrows. Zelle need to walk backwards, observer. We need to see more storms. The battles is gonna be so epic. But Protoss has been destroyed from the battlefield. I think we still have 5-6 lurkers remaining here. And it's going to be very difficult for Protoss to break out alive, and he's pushed back supply-wise. Protoss has fallen down to 48 and Zelle to 106, but so many cannons on high ground, so if he can clear this area, he might be able to start to send probes over there, but he's going to be running out of minerals very soon. Core is only now upgraded about 80% done, and just so many sunkens being built everywhere. The Zerg player looks like he's very strong, but of course I don't feel like these players are contenders to be the winners of the Series B League here. You need to have really strong performance to actually go out there and win the league. I don't think neither of these players have what it takes to actually win this league, but they're kind of very fun for us to watch. To be the least here. A lot of Dragoons could be coming out, but you don't need Dragoons. I guess you need some Dragoons, but you need a High Templars. Only 2 guys, and he doesn't even have enough probe on the gas. What is this? Only 1 probe on gas. I mean, I've never seen this. What? Like 2 probes on gas here, 1 probe on gas. You need to have 3 probes on gas, guys. Not 1 probe and 2 probes. Anyways, a lot of cannons gonna be coming up, which is nice, but okay, what can you do next? A lot of lurkers in position, just so many Hydras. Can he transfer the probes by shuttle? If he makes a shuttle, he can transfer his probes here, but for the time being, he's just gonna be sitting inside his base here. And this Nexus is really saving face for the Protoss player, but now so much Hydra is gonna be coming on the low ground, but Dragoon start to break out here. We can do 1 more storm. He needs to storm something. He's not storming. The High Templar is getting destroyed. These cannons are buying some time, but I think it's not going to be enough. This High Templar in the back does have energy. He doesn't have energy, and these are going to be just bleeding here. GG is going to be coming up soon. By the way, if you like this tournament, SCVN, if you want to support the players, or if you want to donate to the funds for the winning team, for the winning players, feel free to check the video description. You can buy me a coffee, then send me a comment as to how much you want to give to the players. For example, if you buy me a coffee of $10 and you want to say all of the $10 and we need to go towards the fund, then please send me a comment saying just that, and I will give you I will give that fund to the tournament. Or if you want to say I want to support this player L1nh, you know, for $10, you can also buy me a coffee and send me a comment or a message or whatever. You can read me more about the SCVN tournament in the video description. There's a link to the TL.net page, and anyways, the game has finished, and that was the first match. So thanks a lot for watching, and let's go for a commercial break before we get back to the next game in the series, and see you soon. Hi guys, this is Starcraft, and we're back with the second set in Group C of SCVN 2024 Spring Season Series B, and it's going to be played between a Protoss player L1nh or L1nh and the Zerg player Kudi, otherwise known as Grenade King. This is the first game in this tournament, and in the first set of the series, as you can see, from the previous game, it looks like our Zerg player Kudi is doing really well. The second set is going to be played on the map Apocalypse. This is ASL Season 17 map, so everyone is so much familiar with this map. I think that you're going to be having a nice time watching this. So anyways, so let me explain a little bit more about the tournament SCVN. If you don't know, this tournament will have two leagues: Series B League, which is a lower rank league, which is what you're watching right now, and Series A, which is a high rank league. Series B will play first. We will have 12 players, and it's gonna be three different groups, 4 players in each group, and after we have the group stages, round robin, we will have 8 players proceeding to the elimination stage, and we will finally finish with 4 top players. The 4 top players from Series B are gonna be within Series A, because the 4 winners from the previous season of Series A 2023 are gonna be waiting. Series A will play after 2 weeks from now. We will have 8 players total playing and competing for the prize. The total prize is around $250, with the winner gets $120. The second place person get I think something like $70 or $80, and the rest distributed to the third and fourth prize winners. Anyways, if you are interested in supporting this tournament, you can buy me a coffee using the link in the video description, and send me a comment, an email, or a message telling me how you want to distribute the fund. For example, if you want the entire proceeding to go towards the prize pool, just mention that in your comment or your email or whatever. If you want to donate to a specific player, if you see their performance, you can do that. If you want just to buy me a coffee, me personally, you can also do that. All information about this tournament is gonna be in the TL.net live report thread. The link to that is gonna be in the video description. You're gonna have you're gonna be having 2 English channels for you to watch. You can have the Vietnamese channel, Vietnamese only channel. Oh my god, the pro get destroyed there. On TikTok, you can have the English channel, which is this channel right here. On YouTube, and those channels, the link to those channels are also mentioned in the Team Liquid live report thread. The link to that is in the video description, so please go ahead and check that out. Anyways, we're gonna be having 6 Zerglings coming out from Grenade King, and he's gonna be facing 2 Xenot, And he's hiding, man. Oh my god, this Zerg player is so cunning. Okay, is he hiding or is he actually just getting lost in the dark? I don't know. But it looks like a lot of Zealots gonna be coming on. This is 2 gateway build from our Protons player, but he would need to kind of fight correctly because a lot of Zerglings are in position to intercept. Kind of nice surround by both of the players. Do we have any kind of casualties so far? No casualties. We're going to be having this first creep colony finishing. Very lucky for L1nh that his enemy, he's not able to scout him, and now the Sunken is going to be coming down. The first result, we need to attack now. I fear for the Protons player. He needs to kind of pull back. He does have a nice pullback, but he's doing not so bad, and the Sunken colony completes just on time, and the Zealot's going to pull back, so both the players are displaying excellent micro here. Do we have the Protons player taking an expansion? We might see an expansion coming up because he's gone for, okay, he's gone for simulators. Very interesting. Why do you go for simulators? You either go out there and take an expansion before gas, or you just go one base and take up to something really quickly. Very nice drone blocking. Now these Zealots are not able to do the damage they need, and finally we're going to be having the hatcheries coming up. So this player, Grenade Kings, knows what he's doing. He's not a noob. 4 Zealots here and 2 more Zealots in the back. We have more Zealots. Just continuously non-stop Zealot. Is our Protoss player going for Starcraft? Okay, he's gonna be going for core first, and the Zerg player is gonna be going for a a lair. Yeah, this herd hatchery is protected so correctly, man. We might see evolution chamber here. Okay, a second creep colony coming out, maybe evolution chamber, or maybe just another creep colony. I'm not sure. Anyways, the Zealots start to going out. 6 Zealots, some of them are damaged. They start to do some shots, but 1 Zealot taken out right away, and they're gonna need to fight. 1 Zealot is not in position to fight, but he's gonna try to attack on the other side. He goes and start to attack the Sunken. This is a nice move. The Zerglings have just the speed for the Zerglings just completed now. And how many more Zealots do we have remaining? Attack the Sunken. He's not attacking. Okay, now he comes in and starts to attack the Sunken. The Sunken will possibly fall, but the second Sunken in the back is doing some damage, and Zealots get inside the main. This is a nice move. What we have, we just gonna be having Lair coming up here and just non-stop Zealot. L1nh might be able to actually win this game. He need to wedge himself in the middle line. No, yeah, hide in the middle line and just hold your position right here. Don't go anywhere else, and we're gonna be having Zealots attacking the Sunkens. No, the Zealots gonna be pulling back. Because the Zerglings are kind of occupied here, and this Zealot is trying to buy some time by attacking some drones, but not able to do the damage. And now the Zerglings are going to be in the front. The Zealot going to try to buy some time, but very good reaction from Kudi, aka Grenade King. He's able to really hold the situation here, and now he's going to be coming up with a lot of Zerglings. What does L1nh have in mind? He's going to be going up for Stargate. Stargate is okay, but Zerglings with speed is going to be coming to his home. Is he making some cannon? He's finally building a forge. But these Zerglings is going to be moving so fast, guys. And 1 Zealot tried to stop the Zergling in the middle, and I think 1 Zergling is... No, none of the Zerglings dying. What are these Zealots doing? The Zerglings are going to start to come in. We have Sidavadoon. The drones, the probes to get full. Looks like L1nh is not losing. He's lost 1 probe. 2 probes made, which is just 1 probe. Okay, more probes getting lost. His Zealots are actually not in position to intercept. Because maybe his attention is split somewhere else. I don't know. But anyways, it looks to me like the battles is settled down with so many idle probes during this time. Come on, move your probes back to mining, man. At least somebody's then also trying to buy, and we're going to be having the Corsair coming out. What is going to be the tech of choice for a Zerg player? He's going to be building the Spire. The Spire is hidden in the back here. Xehanort coming out, but we might have the Zergling try to run by. They run by, they will try to take out this probe first. No, he goes right for the main. What do we have inside the main? Some Xehanort are in position to intercept. Cannon needs to go up now because, yeah, very few probes. L1nh is not making any more probes or something. Yeah, supply wise, L1nh is 34 and Grenade King is 32. So some probes getting sniped here really quickly. He needs to put more probes on gas and need to start to put down the cannons ASAP. He's gonna try to attack the Overlords first. Do we have supply block for Grenade King? Yeah, temporarily Grenade King is supply block, but he's already built Mutualists. He's already built 3 Mutualists. Here, 4 Mutualists for a total of 5, and some Scourges are in position already. So I don't think that there's gonna be any chance for a Protons player. He's not even discovering what his enemies got, man. He is still fumbling in the dark as to what his enemies got, and only now does he come out with the first Corsair, and it's already too late. His enemy is already reaching the home with 5 Mutualists and a pair of Scourges. Got another Corsair coming out, but that's it. That's gonna be the end of this game here, and the first game, best of 3. We're gonna be having Grenade King, aka Kudi, as the winner. He's going for frantic counter attack, but it doesn't really help. A Corsair falls. I think another Corsair has already died in the process, and we're gonna be seeing GG soon before we head to the second pair of contestants. in today's matchup. And if you like this cast video, subscribe to the channel. Also check the link in the video description for the TO.net live report thread. Where's this mutualist going? They're gonna try to take out the cannons. As far as the Corsairs, the attack in the front has started, but there's nothing. There's just 2 Zealot. They need to kind of surround the Sunken. They're trying to get inside the main. I don't know who's doing what, but anyways, this mutualist is gonna be able to take out everything in very, very slow reaction from L1nh here. He's got very few probes. What is he doing? He's mining some random units. Yeah, which is nice, but I don't think he's in position. And L1nh has GG. The game has come to the end, and let's move on to the second set in the series. And I thank you for your attention, and see you soon. Hi guys, this is Starcraft and we're gonna be back with the next match in the series here. So after the first win out of best of 3, our player Kudi has won a nice game, and his next opponent is gonna be this friend here, Gabeo, born in 1993, a Protoss player. As you can see, Protoss, Zerg, Protoss, and Protoss. So that's gonna be the four players. We have 3 Protosses and 1 Zerg in this group. So the next match is gonna be played on the map Polypoint, and very excited to have this match with us. So let's dive right into it. Alright, the game has started, and it's gonna be our Zerg player Kudi, or Grenade King, at the bottom right corner of the screen. The map is Polypoint, and Gabeo, Protoss player, 1993. Very young and upcoming promising Protoss player from the land of the dragon. That is right, Vietnam is the land of the dragon, and he's gonna be located at the top right corner of the screen. Mind you, this map is Polypoint, everyone's favorite map. I really like this map. It's so easy to play, just so basic by both of the players. But anyways, looks like Overlord is gonna be coming out and scouting in the right direction for our Zerg player here. And let's see what kind of hatcheries or what is it, spawning pool timing he will put down, and we'll go on from there. I think Mr. Gabeo here also is kind of a D rank Protoss player, so he's okay. He's not super good. I think I could beat him. I'm not so sure because I'm not a good player. I'm actually a noob, but maybe I'm gonna be able to beat him. So anyways, we'll see. But yeah, Polypoint and scouting in the wrong direction for Gabeo. He's gonna be coming out with a Forge. I think the time to send the probe is now, because if the enemy is gonna be going for a spawning pool, like 4 pool, then he needs to really be out there. But anyways, this is a very standard 9 pool business here, and finally the probe comes out to check for the situation. This Overlord is gonna be going towards a little bit towards the right hand side here, and looks like the Overlord doesn't see the. Okay, the Overlord sees the probe moving through. Let's see if Gabeo is gonna be able to react and return home. Yeah, he returns home with the second probe, so he knows exactly what is expected here. We're gonna be seeing a drone trying to get down on the southern side, but he's hiding on the top here. He's waiting for this probe to get up on the ramp so that he can go down there and plant his hatcheries, and he knows exactly what he needs to do, man. Yeah, and now it looks like the drone's gonna be coming out and gonna be planting down the hatchery. Yeah, so Mr. Gabeo is like completely not he's oblivious of the of the strategies of the recent Zerg player. Anyways, gonna be some cannons coming up, because we're gonna be seeing some Zerlings coming down for Zerling to start. And then we will be having the drone. Gas has been taken by Grenade King, aka Gabeo. Okay, double cannon. This is a mistake. You don't need double cannon at this early stage. I mean, the only time you need double cannon is if you walk in here and you saw the 3 eggs being planted here. If there was 3 eggs planted here, for sure it's 6 Zerglings, but it's not 3 eggs. It is just 2 eggs. And why do we have a probe on high ground here? Looks like Gabeo is trying to run like back and forth to this probe, buying some time here. You need to be careful, and you know what, during this time, if you are a new player, of course, you know that you can latch on these minerals. So just right click on one of these mineral patches in your home, and the probe will glide right through the enemy lines. And that is what, some kind of trick that you can think of. And why these pros coming out here to mine the minerals? Very, I think, bad economy by Mr. Gabeo here. But of course, let's see what do we have upcoming for us. We're going to be seeing just a pylon coming down, way coming up. And yeah, this probe is allowed to live for quite some time. So I would just say leave the area now, because you already saw the lair. He saw the lair already, so it's going to be time for him to kind of just go out there. Both the players have... Look at the APM, man. Gabeo had 450 APM. He's got so much APM. What is he using the APM for? Except running the probes around. And do we have mass Zerlings attack again? Looks like this wall is not so tight. So if our friend here wants... Oh my god. Oh my god, what is this build? This build is so interesting. We have Lair and then Hydrodent. It might be a rush to Lurkers, or it might be a rush to drops. Either way, we're going to be having some very interesting turn of events here. This probe is able to come out here and go for another scouting story here. And probes getting transferred towards the new base. And looks like Gabeo has transferred 4 probes to the new base. Usually I transfer around 5 probes. But of course the difference is not that much, because you know, when you transfer probes, you actually have to take care of what you plan to do, and whether you have lost 1 or 2 scouting probes, or whether you have a probe in the front to block, stuff like that. So anyways, that is not much of a difference, and he's upgrading. I think this is overlord speed, and the probe gets right through, sees every goddamn thing. And then these Zerlings gonna be just have to return home and try to take care of that probe. The forge might start to spin soon. We have Xenons being produced here. We might to see some. Okay, we need to see City of Adun, excuse me. Yeah, and then Stargate. Will he skip Stargate? That's the question. He doesn't skip Stargate. He's gonna be going for Stargate here. And why is there 1 probe not on gas? You need to have 3 probes on gas unless you're building something really, really crazy. Why do these players just like? I don't understand. Why do Protoss players in this league don't have 3 probes on gas? That is just beyond me. You need to have the maximum amount of gas, I think. Unless I'm completely missing something. But anyways, the trees that start to come out for some kind of harassment. This is a necessary step, because Grenade King is allowed to just build up a lot of drones. He didn't have to make any Zerglings. Zealots get surrounded. But good micro from Gabeo, and he gets these 2 Zealots on the high ground. He's going to be able to get on this side as well. We have already a Sunken in the front. What do we have inside the main here? We have Lair evolving, and yeah, Rush to Lurker. Rush to Lurker is a nice strategy as a defensive measure, excuse me. So you will just keep some Lurkers in your enemy's expansion in front of this area, and you're going to be having the chance to kind of block him. Yeah, because usually during this time, the Protoss player is not going for Robo. He's just stuck with City of Adun, and he possibly would try to go for Templar Archive. So by having the early Lurker, it would be very great. But we might have, okay, I actually don't know what these upgrades are. I'm very shameful to say that, but I will research them later, these photos and what they means. But I think one of them might be drop, and the other one might be speed. But yeah, Protoss is checking out for the situation on the other side of the map. Lurker's getting more in the middle. Is he seeing things? Oh my god, he knows. He saw the eggs. He needs to adjust now. Looks like we have some Overlords getting ready to drop something. And this is going to be very funny results coming up for us here. What do we have? We need to have a Robo now. And we need to have cannons. We need to have cannons here. And okay, Corsair, what are you doing? Take care of that Overlord in the corner. Yeah, okay. He's not even going for Robo. He's like completely missing the point here. Okay, finally he goes for Robo, but you need to have cannons, I think. Okay, at least this Corsair is allowed to see what happens. And where are the Lurkers going? The Lurker's gonna try to get on this area. Yeah, 1 Lurker get in position already. We're gonna have another Lurker. Finally, cannon goes up. The Overlord don't have speed. Overlord speed is almost done. Oh my god, Overlord speed is almost done. He's gonna pick up both of the Lurkers. But by the time he gets there, the cannon will be warping just in time. Maybe, I don't know, there's just so many cannons going up. The Overlord is so slow. Overlord speed, is it? Okay, the Overlord speed is completed. The Lurker's gonna land now. He's had to come in. The cannon is almost completed as well. Who's gonna be winning here? Looks like the Lurker's gonna drop right now. Oh my god, cannon's just so late. But the cannon gets warped. And looks like he needs to kind of, okay, lift up. He's gonna lift up and go inside the main. What do we have inside the main here? We have cannons going up, and we have a Corsair. The Corsair needs to go out there and do some damage, I think. And he goes out there. 3 Corsairs able to take out the Overlord, but the Lurkers are in position, and so many probes are gonna be dying. The cannon is far enough. Now, where's the observatory? We need to have the observatory. It looks like the Lurkers start to go in here and destroy some stuff. This is very nice, genius strategy. We don't have anything. We don't have Dark Templar. We have some Corsairs running around looking for things to do. Yeah, this strategy is very nice to do when you have these kind of low-level players. Anyways, the Robo is completed, so it's gonna start to build some observers, which is nice. But is it gonna be able to do some damage? That's gonna be the question. At least the Corsair is doing a lot of damage. We might have another Lurkers, but this Lurker is gonna get taken out. Do we have switch to Spire? Sometimes the Zerg player do a very crazy switch to Spire, but no, he's just gonna be going up with a lot of forces. And finally, Observatory is out. You know what? During this time, what I would have done is go for Dark Templar, a single Dark Templar, and the Ops is gonna be able to take out those units. And the Jungles are not being really useful here. Zealot attacking random things. Excuse me, but anyways, that Lurker is finally getting it out, and we don't have any Lurkers in the front, so Protoss is stabilizing. Gabeo is going to be ahead by about 10 supply, but the Zerg economy is looking very good. The Corsairs are numbering around just 2. It's going to be time for Gabeo to finally go out there on the map, man. Just don't stay home, or just he cannot be too sure, right? Because we might still have drops coming in, so he's staying at home, which is not a bad idea. He's checking for the situation. He want to make sure the Zerg player is not expanding. That's gonna be the question he's thinking in his mind here. Alright, what do we have here at the outside of Gabeo's base? It's just a couple of Zerlings. We have Dragoon range completed. Protoss doesn't have upgrades. Why does he not have any upgrades? He needed to upgrade his forces a long time ago. And still just 2 probes on gas. What the heck? And now we have Hydras and Lurkers start to come out. And so Protoss needs to do some damage. It looks like very slow reaction from Grenade here. But he's got a lot of forces. He might set some more drop. 1 Lurker and 4 Hydras. How many cannons? We have 2 cannons, which might be enough time just to buy time here. Zealots don't have lag. They need to kind of run home, I think. And Protoss don't have any army at all. Anyways, the drops start to come in now. The Dragoons seem to be in position to intercept, and he's not. Oh my god, now he sees. But that Lurker morphing is a nice idea, because the cannon would take out the Lurker. Will it take out the Lurker? Yeah, the Lurker dies, which is great. The rest is just Hydras. He's focusing the attention on the Nexus. The Nexus is fallen. Oh my god, what a freaking beautiful strategy. He knows exactly what he needed to do at that moment. He took out that Nexus, and now the game is surely gonna be in favor of the Zerg player. Oh my god, you've got so many courses, but you don't even use them to do anything. Yeah, and anyways, now looks like we might have the Zerg player coming up for the kill here. If he wins this game, he's gonna be up 1-0. He wins one more game, it's gonna be 2-0, and he will have a 2-0 victory against 2 players already. He just needs to win one more game to be the top player to qualify for the winning bracket. He's gonna be a very strong contender to play against Mr. Yang Ho Moon, Mr. Moon Yang Ho, the Zerg player that we saw the other day in the show match between Changxing and Yang Ho. So he's a very strong player. Check out that video also in my videos, list of videos. Anyways, what do we have here? Just Dragoons running out back and forth. Do we have another drop? He's gonna try to drop. Drop will be an overkill here. You don't need to drop. Just hold the ground. Just make sure the enemy cannot leave and just expand. Yeah, he's doing exactly just that. It's gonna be expanding. Okay, anyways, he's gonna try to drop in the expansion. This is definitely an overkill. You don't need to drop because there's a lot of cannons here. But he's gonna try to drop anyway, which I don't blame him. Anyways, what do we have here? A lot of Hydras and Lurkers morphing, and probes need to run up on the high ground. One cannon's fallen, the other cannon might fall, but the cannon is able to take out some of the units. What are the probes doing? Get on the high ground! Oh my god, what are these probes doing? This Nexus is gonna be falling, and the Zealots and the Dragoons cannot even get inside the base. You have so much APM. Use the APM to move your probes. Use the APM to move your probe, not like do some other random stuff. Yeah, it looks like the Nexus is gonna be falling. The Zealots start to attack. No, cannot take out. Yeah, and 2 Nexus, losing 2 Nexus in like 5 minutes is very bad. And now the Zerg is up to 4 bases, and I feel like there's nothing that Protoss can do here. He's building a lot of gateway, but for what? Why do you build? Okay, now you go for cannon in your main when you have no expansion. You should have done that when you have 3 expansions, but 2 expansions. But anyways, so we have 2 high temperatures, so Protoss might try to do one big push here. Gabeo is down by about 10-15 supply. Protoss is gonna be getting stuck in here. Zerg is staying outside. He's just so much ahead. He doesn't actually need to worry about anything except trying to contain his enemy and make sure that he cannot move out. Yeah, just one more Lurker drop here and the game is gonna be over at some point. But anyways, Protoss, what is he making unit? He's got a lot of forces, but I don't think anything being made out of the gateways. He's holding back and just waiting for more forces. Yeah, he doesn't have enough gas, but he's got very few gas. Anyways, Hydra start to go in, and we might have to have some storm at some point. This gateway is gonna get attacked. Cannon's getting attacked, and Zealot's not doing anything about it. That is a nice storm though. A lot of Hydras eat up the storm in exchange for just a single cannon, but he comes in once again. One cannon falls, one more cannon falls. We will have another storm, but a little bit too late here, and he's forced to remake cannons, but immediately sniped by the Hydras, and not enough. Okay, one more storm, morph into Archon please, and he does morph into Archon, which is great. But just a single Dragoon not able to do the damage, and he's pulling back, just waiting for these units to drive through. The Forge is taking a lot of damage, and finally the Forge completes. So the Zealot finally have +1 weapons. Okay, he goes for armor upgrade. Very interesting. Usually you go for weapons upgrade first, but he goes for armor upgrade. So whatever upgrades work for you, man. Anyways, that Archon is focused upon Grenade King, aka what's his name? Okay, Kudi. is very much aware of the situation, and we're going to be seeing GG soon. If you like the cast, feel free to buy me a coffee, or if you want to kind of, you know, donate some money to the winning prize pool for this tournament, feel free to buy me a coffee and then send me a message describing what your money is for and who is it for, etc. Please go ahead and read the Liquidpedia, excuse me, the teamliquid.net, TL.net link in the video description about the, you know, the tournament format, the tournament information and stuff like that. We're going to be having channels in English. This is going to be my channel, Namcraft channels, but there's another channel in Vietnamese. So if you're Vietnamese living in the US or France or UK, whatever, and you want to watch this in Vietnamese, check out the TikTok link in the video description. First of all, go to the TL.net page containing all of the information for the tournament, and then in that page you're going to be having the links to all of the various pages, you know, information about the format, the schedule, the sponsors, etc. Dark Templar is doing some work, which is nice. But still not enough damage. We might have some overlords coming up soon. We have some overlords in the corner. He's gonna try to do one more drop, and that's gonna be the end of the game here. He's just bad mannering. He's like, you know what, I'm just so much ahead. I'm so much ahead. I don't need to do anything. And what is the probe doing? Running for their lives. And just a single progressing out, so that's not bad. But anyways, the lurkers start to get picked up by the overlord, and the last cannon has fallen. Gabeo is down by about 10 supply. He's still trying to fight very hard, but he doesn't have enough forces to deal with this. Anyways, the Dark Templar is doing a lot of damage, but I think the Berserk player is just fooling around now. He's not actually doing damage. He's just running around. He's still got a lurker here. He can drop the lurker at some point. Protoss needs to produce more forces, but he's got no money. Look at this money, man. 100 minerals only. Hydra start to come in. Dark Templars is trying to attack, and the Overlord is able to see all of these Dark Templars, and that's going to be GG coming up soon from Gabeo. Grenade King is going to be up 1-0. This High Templar is going to be able to cast a storm, not able to cast a storm, and the Lurker comes in here to finish up the last cannon. This is just very late GG timing here from a Proton's player. There's nothing that he can do. Just gonna be getting ready for the next match. That's the only thing he can do at this point. He's trying to hold the high ground. Just GG now and save all of us time, because, you know, we need to go to sleep soon. Don't play anymore. Save your time, save your energy for the next battle. He's fighting with 2-3 Dragoons and 1 Zealot, but Observer getting sniped as well, and that's gonna be GG coming up soon. He's not even making that much stuff out of the giveaway. Now he does make a lot of Zealot, but it's gonna be GG. Just so many Zerg bases, and see you soon in the next match. Alright guys, this is Namcraft, and we're back with the second set in the match between Gabeo, Proton's player, and Grenade King, otherwise known as Kudi, the Zerg player. After one game, looks like the Zerg player is up 1-0. He's already won his first match in the group against L1nh, so he's he's got 3 points. I think one win is 3 points, and if you lose you get 0 points. So one win so far. If he wins this match, this set rather, is gonna be another win for him, so he will have 2 wins and 0 losses, and if he wins the last one, he will be the #1 player in this group. That is something that I would like to see. Very strong performance by him. The next match is gonna be played on the map Radion. This is gonna be the ASL Season 17 map, so everyone is so excited to see this map. I think I'm very much excited to actually watch a game played on Radion. I've casted so many ASL games and KCM games on Radeon, and I really like this map. But yeah. Anyways, moving on to see what is the situation inside of actually everyone's bases. Looks like Gabeo's Proton player is going to be spawning in the bottom left corner of the screen. In the yellow color, he's going to be scouting in the counterclockwise what is it, direction. His opponent Grenade King is going to be at the bottom right corner of the screen, and he's going to be scouting in the clockwise location, so direction. So both of the players are not able to discover the other guys whereabouts just yet. Look like the Zerg player is going to be going for 9 pool, and Proton's player is going to be going for Forge. Okay, very interesting. You can have a Forge out there just to block out your base, and you might have a chance to put the pylon and the cannon rush behind your enemy's expansion as well. So let's see. But yeah, for the time being, we're going to be having the probe coming on the high ground, and the drone is not going to be able to stop this probe. Okay, he's going to turn around and try to hide in the corner, but the probe sees it. Go and check out the drone. He's going to try to do that now. Yeah, look, in this game, L1nh has got better luck than the previous game. I need to get the first shot though on the drone. He's gonna try to attack, and he gets the first shot on the drone, which is nice. We need to see some Zerglings being made now. Is he gonna make another hatchery? Okay, he's making a hatchery out here in the open, and then he's gonna be going for 4 Zerglings. Do we have cannons? Okay, Nexus first. This is nice. I think that Gabeo is in much better position compared to the previous game. He's forced the enemy to build an off-positioned hatchery. And then he's got Nexus before cannon. Now we need to stop the Zerglings on high ground, and he's going to be having a much better chance if he can kind of delay this drone from making a hatchery. Also, it would be great, but he doesn't. He's not doing just that. He's kind of just staying inside and make the Zerglings run around. But anyways, the hatchery is going to get planted, so there's going to be very little chance for Grenade King to put another hatchery somewhere else on this map, and this really forces the Zerg player to play to the playstyle of the Protons player. We're going to be having another pylon, and okay, gas. Okay, going for early gas is good, man. You need to go for the early gas before the pylon, I feel. At least that's how I do it. At least some of the programmers do it. But anyways, looks like the hatcheries in the expansion not yet completed. This probe is just going to stay around and buy a little bit more time here. Will we have any kind of crazy attack from the Zerg player, Grenade King? Because the previous game was very fun to watch. Zerg, what is it? Rush to Lurker and drop. Rush to Lurker and drop is not something we often see in competitive games, and we see it in this kind of amateur low-level game, which is nice to watch. 6 Zerglings are still chasing this probe, and no upgrade to Zergling speed, which is a nice change, because Zergling speed, of course, it gives you very much, mobility and map control, but at the expense of very low economy in the early stage of the game. The Forge need to start to upgrade now. He's got 100 gas. Go for the upgrade. We don't see the upgrade on the Forge just yet. He's gonna be making, okay, finally he upgrades on the Forge, which is nice. Okay, core, very good for him to not waste too many minerals on the cannon. I mean, I feel like Gabeo is in a much better position compared to the previous game, of course. Let's see. Okay, we have Hydrodent. This Hydrodent is not good enough because we only have 2 hatcheries. Excuse me, 2 bases. If you had another base here, you would have additional drone income from that base, but in this kind of scenario you don't have that much. So anyways, the power is still quite large though, because in the earlier stages you don't actually mine that much from your mineral patches. He's making a lot of drones, but he's not sending them to mine, and finally he does send them to mine. So anyways, we're gonna be seeing upgrade for the Hydrodist now. Let's see, what does the Protons player have? Just nothing for now. He's gonna block his expansion. Will he be able to complete the Forge upgrade though? He's gonna be going for Stargate. The second cannon goes down, and does the Overlord sees it? I think, yeah, the Overlord sees it. He sees the second cannon. He doesn't see the Forge upgrading. Of course, he can suspect that something is upgrading. And the probe gets on the high ground. Beautiful probe work here by Gabeo. He's in a much better position compared to the previous game. What is his reaction? Can you put cannons on this side? That's going to be something that I kind of wonder on Radeon, if you can put some cannons on this high ground. He's going to put a cannon in here first though. Interesting. And then, yeah, finally we're going to be having the Sunken completed, because he doesn't want to get, choked to death before the Hydras come online. But he's got, okay, he's going for a lot of drones. This is an interesting play. So he's not actually going for that many Hydras. The moment he made the first Hydras, he's not, okay, he's gonna be making a little bit more here. But the Zealot's gonna be coming out here just to check for another base. It looks like Grenade King is not aware of the enemy's movement here. He's kind of just okay, he's finally coming out to take the base, but is Gabeo in position to intercept? That's gonna be the question. Maybe the Zealots have already left the area. The Zealots already left the area, and the drone's gonna plant a hatchery unhindered here. That's gonna be very, very pathetic here. Hydras start to come out. How many? Okay, looks like 6 Zerglings, 3 Hydras, Zerglings. Looks like Zergling speed to me, I'm not so sure. Zealots scrambling to get back. They actually don't need to get back. Taking out the Overlord is a great idea. There's no way to save this Overlord, I think, because even the Hydras cannot get in position to really save it. He's gonna start to attack this gateway first, but not able to take it out. And looks like the Overlord is gonna be fallen. Good first victory here from the Protons player. Zealots will need to run around and find a place to attack because he's completely holding this area just fine. A Dark Templar slipping out right now would be great. Yeah, Templar Archive is just completely. Will he make Dark Templar? Okay, he's gonna try to take out this other Overlord in the back, which is nice. Zealot will need to run for their lives. Don't even engage anymore. Okay, 1 Hydra's down, which is good. Go and either hide in the 12 o'clock position or go all the way to the left side just to buy a lot of time here. Looks like the Hydralist from Grenade has returned. Whereas Gabeo is going to be also hiding his Zealot in the back. So this game is a bit more balanced than I feel in the previous game. Grenade King is going to be supply blocked here for sometimes. 50 supply for Gabeo and 43 for Grenade King. So very interesting encounter between these two players. Anyways, we still have 3 Hydralisks in the front door. A lot more Hydralisks inside the forge is going to get attacked and more cannons getting set up. I feel like 6 cannons. Yeah, 6 cannons is okay. You possibly need 6 cannons. Zealots start to come out. Looks like the Corsairs will try to find some weak spot to attack here. He doesn't find anything. He's gonna try to. He might need to check this area here for the expansion. He goes to the attack. No. Okay, this might be a good idea. The Zealots are gonna try to get surround. Why the Corsairs start to attack? 1 Hydra's down, but 1 Zealot dead as well. Will the Corsair be able to take at least 1 Overlord out? I think. No, looks like focus the attention on the Corsair. Corsair need to get pulled back now. He's gonna be losing both of his Corsairs and not able to accomplish anything. And we might have a switch to Mutas at some point, or we don't, because now we don't have Lair. But still, Grenade King is gonna be very much low on bases, because yeah, the third base is only created now and it doesn't have any drones in it. And this Dark Templar is coming out just to kind of drive the Hydras back. That was a good move to take out all of the Corsairs, and Zealot have Black has just completed. So I feel like Gabeo might be in a position to win this game, but he need to play the perfect game here. Do we have any kind of... It looks like we're going to be having just a Sunken here. The Dark Templar is going out here. There is no Overlord. The Overlord is completed just on time. The Overlord arrived just on time, and this Dark Templar will be meeting its death. You need to turn around. Turn around. What are you doing? Alright, looks like losing a Dark Templar needlessly there. And the game is going to reset a little bit. Gabeo is ahead by about 10 supply now. He is gonna try to come out with some Zealot, some Dark Templar. Alright, what kind of situation do we have inside of the Zerg player? Just a lot of Hydras and trying to gear things up here. And finally, he's gonna be going for Lair. Going for Lair is a nice idea. The Dark Templar is gonna go to the 12 o'clock position and hiding in the corner, which isn't a bad idea. The Corsair, we need to look for the Spire. Oh my god, he's making this kind of silly mistake, Gabeo. And it's not really helping. And does he need? Okay, he need to make like just large army. There need more than 3 gateways. Got 4 more here, so 7 gateways. Finally, robotics is coming up, which is a great idea. The third base finally for Grenade King is saturated. So I still feel like Gabeo is having a nice kind of advantage here, but he needs to actually turn advantage into victories in the battlefield. Lurker is the evolution to Lurkers is rather late, so I think this robo timing is going to be just perfect here. Forge getting created in the front. What? Why are you building Archon? Why are you building Archon? You need all the high templates you need. Maybe he's fearing a switch to Mutualist, but there is no switch to Mutualist because there is. Okay, finally layers completed. But you know what? I don't really approve of that move. But anyways, we're going to be having more hatcheries coming out for the Zerg player. He's got a lot of Hydras, but if you can storm against the enemy correctly, it will still be just fine. So many high templates coming out. A total of 5 high templates that are starting to engage now. 1 high templar gets. What are you doing? Storm. He does a nice storm, and so many hydras get an attack, and he pulls back some of the Zerg, which is a great idea. How many storms does he have remaining? He's got 2 more storms. These weak high templates in the back will need to kind of save themselves and morph into Archon here. Dragoons, we need to get morph as well. And the Protoss army is going to be coming up. Very, very nice gateway, you know, building placement for the Protoss player. So I feel like he's going to have a chance to win here. Does he have enough probes on gas? He's got 3 probes on gas, which is great. He's got 3 probes on gas, which is great. Sometimes you need to really check whether the players, you know, who are playing actually, you know, learn the basics of the game here. Just so many Hydras coming out for Grenade King at this point. He's got 3 hatcheries, 1 here for a total of 4, 5, 6, and 7 hatcheries. He needs to take another base. Maybe Protoss gonna have another base. He's gonna try to come out. You know what? It's one thing I don't really like about these Protoss players that I've been seeing is that there's no kind of secret hidden stuff, you know. A player like Snow, if you watch him play, he often takes hidden bases, even against Protoss. Have you ever seen a Protoss player playing against Protoss and take 2 hidden bases at once? So Snow does that. He does a lot of those kind of crazy stuff. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be coming out with what's happening here. A lot of Zealot and Dragoons and a lot of High Templars and Observers in position. But this battle need to be played perfectly. On the left side, a lot of Zerg forces coming out to reinforce. Gabeo, we need to find them. He finds them. He starts to attack. These Hydras are going to get cornered, but they're going to try to come on the other side of the map here. And Hydra is in position to cast a storm. Oh my god, is it intentional? What? Cast a storm! Oh my god, we might have a drop at some point. Looks like these Overlords are in position for drops, and that was terrible. That was terrible. You have so much high snip level energy, but you lost everything to storms. Excuse me, to the Hydralis. And yeah, looks like Grenade King just want to make sure his opponent's not expanding, he's expanding himself. And this is so bad, man. As a Protoss player, you need to really not allow the Zerg player to expand. I mean, he's playing too conservatively. He's playing too traditionally. He's, you know, like back in the 18th century, whereas the Zerg player is playing like modern 21st century, 22nd century, you know, play style here. Lurkers, a lot of lurkers in the area, in the middle area of the map. And okay, finally the Protoss player is gonna take the what is it, the 3rd base at the 6 o'clock position. And looks like a lot of lurkers and Hydras come out, and let's see if Gabeo is in position to intercept here. You need to stop these units, and we have a probe coming out. The probe is gonna get sniped. Maybe no, it doesn't get sniped. The Hydras on the left side are not in position to intercept. Looks like lurkers start to come in the front. Where are the Zerg units going? And we're gonna get a nice run. Very good army control by the Protoss player, and terrible army control by Grenade King. He's lost a lot of stuff, and now Protoss ahead by about 20 supply. But all of this will not matter if this base is allowed to come online. Protoss need to know about that base and take it out. He's going for the kill though. He says, you know what, I'm gonna leave this area. I don't care. Take my home. I'm gonna destroy you. What does the Zerg unit have here? A lot of Hydras and Lurkers getting morphed, and we have enough Observer to really clear that out. I guess we do. This battle is gonna decide everything before this. Gabeo needs to start to plant out some cannons. So he have enough. Okay, looks like attack in the front. Gabeo need to go in now. We're gonna be having a base raid. Zealot and in front, Lurkers in the back. Dragoons are gonna be protecting this base, and Lurkers are not being used here. He's just holding his area, which is a bad mistake. And Zealot's attacking the hatchery. Beautiful storm. Protoss winning is something I really enjoyed, like, you know, to watch. The Observer, you need to get sniped now. Observer not getting sniped. Dragoons need to move across this area, and cannons need to get set up as well. Losing 3 hatchery is going to be terrible for Grenade King. Grenade King going for the early Hydras attack was not something that really worked out for him, and making, you know, the fact that he lost, he had to place an off-site hatchery in the beginning of the game really make a difference here. And now Gabeo is ahead by about 50 supply. He's putting a lot of cannons in his 3rd base. And it looks like the Dragoon's gonna finally come out. Do we have Observer? We don't have Observer, but maybe you don't need Observers. I don't know. He just plows through. He's like, okay, I don't need Observer. What is he doing? Finally, the Observer is he's losing a single Dragoon, but he's gonna be able to clear out the rest of the forces here, which is nice. That was a lot of Protoss units getting bled there, but it's okay. It's okay because he just took out 3 hatcheries. And now he's going to be leaving, and he need to know about this new Zerg base here. Of course, Grenade also need to actually mine minerals from it. Do we have kind of new tech here? We just have Queen's Nest, but nothing else. No other hatcheries anywhere. And storming to clear out the rest of the Zerg forces and morphing into Archon Escape. We need to move probes to his new base now. Move probes from your main to the new base. He's just returning home. Just make sure that everything is covering correctly. But it looks like our Zerg player is going to be able to have his own 3rd base as well. Of course, we don't have Nidus Canal just yet. There's no way to have Nidus Canal at this point. Drop is the only thing that Grenade King can think of. If you can drop now, it would be great. Dude, move your probes! Move your probes! You've got so much probes in your main. Move them now! He's just making some cannons for now, making sure that he's not, you know, losing things. Look at this, guys. This is the only way for Grenadier King to kind of win the game, is to go for drop. What are you doing? Just running in random area. Protect your bases. Protect your bases. The drop's gonna come in now, but one cannon in position, 2 more cannons in the back are morphing. What do we have here? Lurkers? 1 lurker, 3 lurkers. Not good enough. Lurkers are not really in position here, and the cannons are already in place. We might have some probes losing their lives, but the cannons are already online, so there's no way these lurkers can actually do any kind of damage. They can still try to attack the probe line, but this is what happens. You have a huge army. Don't stand around in the middle of the map. Do something. Either attack or defend or look for hidden bases. And he's gonna try to come out here and try to go for the front to attack. You know what? This kind of conventional play is something that I don't really like. You know, just mass army in the middle. You need to be smarter than that. You need to think about what your enemy is thinking. He's gonna try to get on this high ground. There's nothing there. There's definitely nothing there. He might try to go for the front though. The front to attack is the Zerg taking up to Hive. Yeah, he's going to Hive. So Nidus Canal is just moments away. Protoss is going to take another base, but you need to actually, you know, finish the game now. We have some lurker drops, but yeah, the lurkers get clear out, so that is fine for the time being. But Protoss is going to try to go for the killing blow here. He might be able to just win outright. The Zerg doesn't have a 4th base, just 3 bases. Lurkers in position, but we got no defilers. Storms, we get deployed, just so many Dragoons, so many everything. These units are actually not doing anything. Some Zealots are not really engaged in the battle, but Hydra is on the right, need to get Storm. This one has 2 Storms, but he's not storming. He's not, okay, fine, he does some Storms, which is nice, and morphing into Archon. And GG, the score is tied up 1-1. Let's move on to the next set. Thanks for watching, and if you like the guys, feel free to buy me a coffee, and see you soon in the next set. Alright guys, this is Starcraft and we're gonna be back with the final set in the encounter between Gabeo and Kudi46. This is the second match in Group C matches for today, 25th of February. Kudi has won the first best of 3 against L1nh, and the next match is playing against Gabeo, and right now the score is up, what is it, 1-1 between these players. So let's get started with the game here. The map is gonna be Apocalypse with Kudi aka Grenade King spawning in the yellow color at the 12 o'clock position. His opponent Gabeo Protoss in the teal color at the 4 o'clock position. Very interesting encounter between these players. I love both the games. The first game was excellent. The strategy was so cunning, so sly, so foul, so bad, but it worked. The second game was just Protoss player being very conventional, traditional, and it worked as well for Protoss. Just, you know, make sure you don't die to early Zerg rushes, build up a large army, move out, you know, take out bases, and yeah, just starve the Zerg player. And that was really something that all Protoss players can kind of learn from, I think. This map, Apocalypse, is a 3-player map. And with the spawning position, looks like Grenade King will have a slight advantage because he's gonna be scouting in the right direction. His opponent though is also gonna be scouting in the right direction. Looks like Grenade King is saving up his money for a hatchery. This might be a 12 hatch build here, and that's gonna be a problem for him because the probe from Gabeo has already arrived. And he's gonna be able to stop any kind of hatcheries from coming down. Yeah, he's gonna check the situation. He sees that you don't have any drones trying to build a spawning post. I'm just gonna leave my, leave your base and go out there. Yeah, Gabeo might be gearing up for an expansion as well. We might see. Yeah, he's saving up his money for an expansion. He's gonna try to prevent this drone from coming out, and we might have another offside hatchery once again. Okay, look what. What are you doing, man? I mean, you could have just attacked that drone with your probe, but he was not able to do so. And now he's gonna take an expansion himself, completely, discover and right in the face of the Overlord. So that is okay. You actually don't lose much by the way of taking Nexus this early. Spawning pool coming down, so we're gonna need to see a Forge coming up as well from our Protoss player. And let's see what what is the strategy for Gabeo. So Apocalypse, can you do drops? Drops, they can kind of work for Zerg player here because you can kind of exploit this area. You can try to hide an Overlord there and then drop lurkers behind the mineral line. To go inside your Protoss main, this spawning position actually don't work that well because you need to kind of go around on this left corridor and then turn it a bit right here. Drop would work a lot better for Protoss. You can fly right in here, drop some Xenon, drop some Dark Templar, go for Storms, etc. And just do a lot of damage that way. So anyways, let's see what these two players have in mind. And once again, double hatcheries at expansion. I don't like this build for the Zerg player because it just sacrifices the early economy for convenience of having hatcheries close to each other, I think. Okay, fine, we're going to be having drones coming out to mine here. Cannon's gonna be set up by at the expansion here, and we might see some probes getting transferred soon. Yeah, so probes gonna get transfers. The question I always have is how many probes you need to transfer in your expansion as a Protoss player. Usually I transfer 5, but is that the definitive answer, or you need to transfer 6 or 4? Okay, core height getting hidden in the back. I don't like the position of this core, to be honest. I mean, that is a place that need to be reserved for cannons later, because it can kind of attack these kind of Zealots or Hydras on this other side. But we'll see, because the Protoss player doesn't have a pylon in the main. So okay, very interesting here. Yeah, that is just basically making sure that everything is covered, and making max use of the money and of the side you have. Anyways, another hatchery goes up at the 10 o'clock position. So the Zerg is gonna sacrifice his tech tree for exchange of a little bit of a strong economy here. The probe sees everything. He sees that the enemy is not taking gas, so he would not have Hydra soon. And if the Corsairs able to come out and do some kind of early damage, it might actually make some sense here. And Forge is going to start to upgrade for the Protoss player. Alright, finally we see Strongin coming down. And the probe gets taken out. Very surprising result here for Gabeo because he was only facing 2 Zerglings. But yeah, I guess maybe just a lapse of concentration there. and the second probe comes out. Gabeo has been very good with probe scouting. He's been just scouting and making sure the enemy cannot stop his probe. Right now the probe is somewhere in the middle area, and we don't have any kind of ways for the Zerg player to stop him. Of course, he might try to go here, or he might just try to go excuse me, directly into the Zerg main. That remains to be seen. Yeah, he's gonna check the third base. He sees the third base. He knows exactly what he wants to know here, and that just really shows the smart thinking of this player. Why do you put the City of Adun here? It blocks the probe that comes out of your expansion. Very bad City of Adun placement, and it stops you from being able to build a cannon there later. I don't really like the position of this City of Adun. It's very bad. Yeah, it makes your probe spawn on the other side of the map. Pro gamers would never do this, I think. But anyways, another hatchery comes down for a total of 5 hatcheries. A lot of Zerglings are going to be coming through. Spawning pool is upgrade Zergling speed, and Hydralis is also evolving here. Hydra speed, I think. And a lot of Zerglings are going to be coming out. Do we have cannons? Okay, we have some cannons in the front. And will Gabeo be able to hold against the incoming Hydras? Like, we don't have any Hydras. Just Zerglings. I think they're just waiting out here for the Protoss player to make a mistake by moving out prematurely. And he's gonna come in and strike, I think. But it looks like the Corsair just fly right past the Zerg, not able to discover them. And now he would check for the situation inside of the Zerg's expansion. He sees an Overlord. He's gonna try to take out some Overlords. He needs to find more Overlords here. There's one right here. There's one on the northern side. Is he gonna make any more courses? He's gonna be upgrading the +1 for the air. He's not upgrading +1 for the air. So it feels like to me this player, Gabeo, is more of a land player. L-A-N-D. He likes to kind of stay on the ground. He likes to just what does he like to do? Just make a lot of massive armies, a lot of high temperatures, and just play it that way. A lot of Zerglings. He's looking to hide his low Zerglings, I feel, but it looks like the Corsair is looking around and, you know, finding places to attack here. So I don't feel like it's gonna be easy at all. A lot of Zerglings being made here. Why is he making way too many Zerglings? He's gonna try to do the frontal attack, but Zealot's in position to intercept. Oh my god, stop it now! Can the Zerglings start to fly in or not? Looks like we have, okay, this Corsair is buying some time. The Zerglings are waiting to do what they attack. Zealots are really, I mean, this block is okay, but the other block is not in position here. But still, this is a timing window for the Zerglings, and then the Zergling needs to do some damage now. The Corsair is going to return home. What can the Corsair do here? Can they see the Zerglings on the high ground? He's not able to see the Zerglings on the high ground. He's just trying to take out the Overlord for the time being, which is great. But yeah, so many Zerglings, but what is it being used for? He's just making so much side. What is this? That is Zergling that he could have just used to make Hydras or drones, or just stacking up here. Yeah, maybe he's just waiting for, I don't know. He's waiting to just group them up with the rest of his army, or waiting for the Protoss player to kind of move up prematurely. Zerglong and Decker just completed. Zerglings are checking for the situation. He's a very cunning player. This Grenade King is starting to fly in now from all angles. No, the Zealots are pulling back. Because yeah, the Corsair, oh my god, the Corsair sees that his enemy is making a lot of Zerglings. So what is the correct response here? Dark Templar maybe? Or just Dragoons possibly would not work, just Zealots. Yeah, just mass Zealot is gonna be the key here, I think. But this, yeah, this Zerg player is building a lot of hatcheries, and yeah, I think this build could possibly work. A lot of cannons getting produced in the front here. Why is he making so many cannons? Just need to block your entrance to the Zealot, that's it. Don't have to make any more cannons and upgrade the forge. Looks like Hydras start to go in and Zealots start to attack the Hydras here, and they pull it back right away. And Zerglings start to, no, the Zerglings are not coming in. He's building a lot of cannons, which I don't really like at all. You don't need that many Zerglings. There's no way Hydras could bust you. Focus on getting your High Templars. Build your High Templars and upgrade High Templar, Storm energy here. Anyways, as well as your core at some point we need to upgrade. Where's the Corsair? Looks like he's not checking for the Corsair. Do we have to switch to, okay, finally we have Lair. So very late Lair timing, but still I think it's gonna be impossible to switch to Mutualist like on time. We need to also focus on getting Dragoon range upgrade at some point. Grenade King has 800 minutes. He starts to go in. Zealot, we need to block this area, the gateway. It's gonna get destroyed. And Hydra's gonna fly in. Zealot need to be in the front. Zealot need to be in the front. Zealot need to be in the front. Pull the Zealot up in front. He's not doing that. I don't really, you know, understand his rationale. He's got so much Zealot stuck here. but he's not using. He's just building a lot of cannons. In the back, do we see Highters? Okay, finally Highters have been produced here. So, and Dark Templar is a great idea. Dark Templar is such a good idea, man. Go out on the left side. Do we have Overlords? Overlord's not in position, and Dark Templar is such to attack. Where is he going? This is a build that we only see in the pro gaming level. We don't see it in the low level. It's start to attack some of the Zerglings on this side, which is great. And he will clear out all, well, at least some of these Zerglings here. And while the other Dark Templar is gonna go and destroy more forces. Yeah, he's gonna be what are you doing? Attack! He's so slow. And let's see if Grenade King is seeing the situation or not. He's not seeing the situation. He's losing a lot of Zerglings. He's losing Zerglings here and here. He's not responding. His supply is dropping fast. And now he's gonna realize that he's losing some forces because he see that his Zerglings his Hydra is being attacked by the Zelle. So once again, Gabeo is playing the traditional Protoss kind of playstyle, which is a lot of ground army and very smart use of Dark Templar. This Dark Templar can kind of go back now. It cannot survive. Do we have another Dark Templar expanding? Okay, looks like just purely Zealot now. During this time, I feel like Protoss can go for the expansion at this base right here, but looks like yeah, Gabeo is not in position to do it. Just that he's destroying a lot of Hydras for the time, which is a nice idea. He's ahead by about, what is it, 25, 30 supply, which is great. Now the rest of the High Templar gets out on the position here, which is great. Zealot need to pull back. And by some time we have to switch to Mutas. Switch to Mutas is always something that the Zerg player could do. He is not switching to Mutas, man. He just building pure ground army. But Protoss is expanding. Protoss gonna be winning this game, I think. I mean, it looks very, very promising to me that Gabeo is gonna be winning this game. He's got complete map control. He's got the high ground advantage. He's gonna try to contain the Zerg in the main here. He's gonna be, holding this high ground with a lot of High Templar. Dragoons need to be made now. Mass Dragoons. Come on, man. Mass Dragoons, all Dragoons, only Dragoons. High ground, the High Templars need to arrive now. High Templars in position. Dark Templar buying some time here. But we have an Overlord inside that might kind of provide some vision. This drone is getting ready to plant out some hatcheries at the 9 o'clock position here. But Protoss got High Templars on the high ground. He can cast a storm on the units on the low ground. Zerg is going to try to go for a counter attack here. Cannons getting set up, and so it looks like Protoss is holding this area really well. Dark Templar needs to hold this area. Snipe! Once High Templar gets sniped, that is a nice storm. One more High Templar might get sniped though. 2 High Templar getting sniped for nothing. That was kind of a bad mistake there. But anyways, now on the looks like the High Templar come out on the left side, and Storm can get deployed here. This guy can cast one Storm. He needs to cast a Storm now. He's gonna engage and cast a Storm. That is a nice Storm. So many Hydras eating up so many Storms and losing everything. Where's the reinforcing Dragoons? They need to come out now and support, I think. Not really attacking the High Templars, just attacking the Zelle, which is not a good idea. And still have 5 High Templars full of energy remaining. The rest of the Protoss reinforcement comes out. Probes need to get transferred to the new base, man. Transfer your probes now. We have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gateways, and now Protoss is ahead by about 50 supply. Do we have Hive? Do we have Hive? Hive is not in area here. There's no Hive at all. So this Grenade King guy, this Zerg player, is going to be having serious trouble. If he can keep this base hidden for some time, it might be able to buy him some time. Dragoons supported with High Templars. Zealot. Observers coming out as well. We need to make one more fresh round of Dragoons, which is nice. Come on, transfer your probe. He's always so slow in transferring probes. Transfer the freaking goddamn probes now. The battle start to attack now. High Templars casting some storms. Good surround though by the Zerg player. He's eating up his own storm to some of the Zealot, which is not nice. But now all of the Hydras get destroyed. Reinforcement Hydras from the other side, but Dragoons alone is not good. Zerglings start to come out. The next wave of force for Protoss need to come out now. Protoss players are around 240, 230 APM, which is nice. High Templars on high ground once again. Protoss can have the control of this area and push the Zerg unit back. He needs to send the rest of his forces out now and get ready for another base. A lot of gateways being produced, but it's going to be time for him to make another nexus at some areas, I think. Come on, man, move out. Use your entire force. He's building some he's destroying some cannon, which is nice. This base here and the what is it, 9 o'clock position, is it gonna get destroyed? Looks like he's gonna come in. He doesn't have enough forces to come in. He's just gonna come in and bait some Zerglings to come out and try to make his enemy eat some storms, and that's it. Does he know about this base? Looks like Gabeo is not aware of the 9 o'clock position. He is not on his radar. Yeah, he doesn't see what's happening there for the time being. He's got a lot of units on the high ground. He's got very good control of the area. He needs to go for an expansion and going for the base, and the 1 o'clock position is a great idea. The Zerg have dropped. I think Zerg may have dropped at some point, but for now Zerg is just holding the ground. He needs to kind of defend correctly. I mean, after the early victory by Grenade King, he's kind of falling back. And yeah, he's gonna be fighting a very huge conventional Protoss army in the middle of the map here. Looks like Dragoons start to attack now. One Dragoon has fallen, but still a lot of Dragoons start to come in. I think this force is enough to take down the Zerg, but Zerg still have more reinforcement on the other side. Maybe so many Sunkens now. Sunken is so strong, very beautifully strong. Dragoons in front, no more Zerg needs to attack. Where's the Observer? We have an Observer here, he needs to kind of move towards the left side. And Lurk is coming to support, but we are afraid to announce to all of the people who are watching the stream that the game is going to end soon. And Grenade King, the Zerg player, is going to be losing, so he's going to be having one win and 1 losses. Gabeo with 1 win. We remind you that there are 3 Protosses and 1 Zerg player in this group, so the rest of the matches will be a lot of PvP. If you don't like PvP, yeah, sorry for you, but we're going to be having a lot of PvP. And that's it. Anyways, 3 hatchery is going to be falling here. Hydra is coming to reinforcement on the back, and Protoss is going to be setting up a lot of pylon and a lot of cannon, a lot of gateway being produced as well. Very good pylon placement. This is very professional. This is like Korean programmer level here. Very good. And the hatchery is going to get destroyed here, I feel. There's no ways for Grenade King to come back. And GG from Grenade King. Thanks for watching, and let's move on to the next game in the series. Hi guys, this is Starcraft and you're watching Group C of SCVN 2024 Spring Season. This is gonna be a group of 4 players, 3 Protosses, Gabeo, L1nh, Jasper, and 1 Zerg player, Kudi. And we've seen 2 games so far. with Kudi defeating L1nh 2-0, and what's next? Gabeo defeating Kudi 2-1. This series is nice. I really enjoy this series. And the next match that we'll be having is gonna be between Kudi and Jasper291. So let's dive right into it. Alright, the game has started with Kudi, aka Grenade King, as the blue Zerg spawning at the bottom left corner of the screen, and Jasper or Jas291 as the Protoss player spawning in the bottom right corner of the screen. The map is La Campanella, 4-player map, and if you remember, this map is of course I think it was in part of the previous ASL map, right? So a lot of great games were played on this map. Let me kind of remind you a little bit. So Kudi is Vietnamese American, so he's Vietnamese but he lives in the US. Very nice for him to join this tournament. Very great to have great talent. As you may know, we also have a Korean in this tournament. His name is Moon Yang Ho, I believe, and he's gonna be in another group matches that we're gonna be casting soon. So he's another contender to be the #1 winner, finisher of the Series B. He's very strong, and it looks to me also that the other player that we just saw, Gabeo, is also a strong contender. Kudi is a nice player as well, so we're gonna be looking forward to him to play. But Jas291, this is a B rank player. This guy is very advanced. He's very good. Let's see if you have a chance to fight Kudi. Now Kudi plays a lot of matches in a row, and he played what 5 games already. He must be very tired, and this might be an advantage that Jas has, because Jas is only playing his first game today, and I don't really like that. Actually, I don't really like the fact that one players have to play 3 players in a row. But of course, our tournament is very young, it's very nascent, and we have a lot ahead of us. So if you want to support our tournament, click the video description. You're going to be seeing some links. Click on the to.net live report thread link, where it contains all of the information about the tournament, the dates, the schedule, the format, the timing, the players, the map, the prizes, the sponsors. If you want to, add money to the prize pool, please buy me a coffee using any of the links in the video description on how to buy the coffee, and send me a message, an email, or a comment saying how you want to distribute the fund. For example, if you want to contribute to the overall prize pool, or if you want to support a particular player, or if you just want to buy me coffee. Whatever method you choose, just leave me a comment and I will just execute out your entire instructions. I don't take any kind of money from that unless you're gonna buy me, like myself, for personal coffee. There might be some transaction fee for banks, for transferring for banks, but beside that, all of the money that you donate to the tournament will go to the players. Support Vietnam, support Starcraft. We are one of the poorest countries in the world. That's right, we're one of the emerging countries, emerging markets. I mean, if you play stocks, right, if you buy stocks, if you invest in stocks, you would know that you don't have what's the word? I mean, you have the developed markets, you have the undeveloped markets, and you have the emerging markets. So these markets are so volatile, it's so risky, and Vietnam is one of such markets. So we are, one of the nations that are not on everyone's favorite list on the best places to live. But anyways, Jas291 got his probe destroyed. He's put down double cannon. Very interesting. What is the enemy is going for? Once again, double hatchery at the expansion. I don't like this build. This build is so weak against Protoss. You need to have like more than that. But anyways, probes getting transferred towards the new base. Yeah, La Campanella. Remember, you can mine out this mineral patch, and you will have access to this area, which give you the access towards this third base that has a lot of minerals, right? I think that's how it works. But anyways, yeah, for now we're gonna be seeing core coming down for Jas291, and for Zerg player Grenade King, he's got an idle drone. But beside that, what is he gonna be rushing for? He's gonna be going for lair. I like that, because he's gone like 3 hatch hydras, 3 times in a row, almost 3 times in a row, right? So it's nice to kind of go for a change. And this probe goes in here to scout, and once again, grenade not allowed to stop the probe from scouting. I mean, like 3 times in a row, and now Jas knows exactly what to do. Will he put down double Stargate? For now, he's just gonna go for single Stargate. He's waiting for the money. He puts on a single Stargate. The probe even goes home. It might get destroyed in the middle. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, the third hatchery completes, and we might see a fourth hatchery by Grenade King at some point. I don't really like this build to go for a very fast fourth hatchery without. Okay. Oh my God, he's rebuilding. He's going for the same strategy as the first game, which is Lair and then Hydra. Then I like this build. This build is, of course, if you watch it too many times, it's not good. But I mean, watching it 2 times is still okay. So you know what? Grenade King just need to mine out this mineral patch fast. He's got 56 minerals in that patch. He can mine it out, he can access the area, and he can defend it later with Pylon. He can try to take out the lurkers, because without this mineral patch getting taken out, the lurkers can just easily, you know, camp here forever, because Dragoons will have a very difficult time to get to this area versus Zealot. But anyway, Zealot start to attack. Yeah, it looks like Grenade King is not in position to intercept. He's gone for very early, what is it? Oh my God. Once Zealot start to attack the drones and, you know, scrambling to get in position, do we have, okay, just a single Zealot getting surrounded, and this Zealot might die. No, he's gonna go inside the main. He's doing a lot of damage, but drones are being pulled, and they're starting to attack this Zealot. The Zealot is still alive here. That Zealot is still doing a lot of damage. We need to start an attack now, and drone will be able to take out the Zealot. Maybe. No, we still have one more Zelle, and that Zelle dies, and the other Zelle is gonna be able to surround the Zealot. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, anyways, we might have some Robo coming up. Okay, he's going for fast City of Adun. I don't like that. I mean, how do you play this when you know that your enemy is gone for very fast lurkers? You go for fast Robo, or you try to kind of stop him by using, I don't know, just really fast army attack or something like that. I don't know, because Lurker is being morphed right now, and Corsairs from Jas is coming out checking for the situation inside of the enemy space. You need to find some overlords to take them out. Okay, we have 1 Hydra so far. The problem with having early Hydras is that you cannot morph them into Lurkers before these Corsairs are able to do some damage. The Corsairs start to attack, yeah, so you need to use these Hydras for defense. And what are the Zerglings doing? I don't know, just trying to get inside. But anyways, Grenade King is gonna be going out there and trying to take some expansions. Yeah, and these Corsairs get chased away, but yeah, Jas is feeling very comfortable here. He's moving his Corsairs into 2 different groups. What are these Zerglings doing? I mean, he's like the micro of Grenade is like really bad here. He's just running the Zerglings together with the Overlord. We need to see more Hydras coming out and double Overlords getting lost here, and that was terrible. That was a lot of damage getting lost. We will have a cannon in the back soon at some point, I think. And Zealot's being constructed, and cannons in the main. Robo, we need to come down there. The Robo is here. 1 cannon is being made, but you need more than 1 cannon. You need like a lot of cannons, because he might not drop, you know, Lurker. He might drop just a lot of Hydras, because once you build drop, you can drop whatever. You can drop Hydras, you can drop Lurkers, you can drop Zerglings. But yeah, I think Grenade King is gonna be completely, in the back foot here. The Protoss player is gonna be able to expand, and we're gonna be having just more pylon, more cannons going up. But at least Grenade King is having some nice bases here. He's able to set up his next base, set up a nice amount of hatcheries. What is his next tech of choice? He's building a lot of drones. Okay, he doesn't have any army. Like, he's got 0 army. He's relied purely on Sunkens to defend. And on the side of the map, yeah, it looks like Jas doesn't even have that large army himself either. At least he sees that, okay, you have the base here. I see the number of drones, I see the number of hatcheries, the number of Sunkens. Zealot have legs now. They're gonna try to attack this base. Just 2 Sunkens will not be able to hold the Zealot, but at least he's trying to attack this expansion. No, he goes for the front. No, he goes for the 3rd base, which is great. He's gonna try to get a great surround on the Sunkens here. The drones get pulled a little bit too late here. 1 Zealot not really engaged, and now they are completely fully engaged. So I think 1 Sunken might fall. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, 1 Sunken definitely falls. Both of the Sunkens have fallen. All of the Zealots died, which is great, but the Corsairs are able to come in to do some damage as well. But yeah, now Zerglings have speed, and looks like the game is gonna just, quiet down for a little bit. But looks like the Protoss player is gonna be going for Shadow with maybe Dark Templar or Xenot drop. I don't know, Xenot drop would be a great idea to really disrupt the situation. He might drop this base, or he might just completely leave and go inside the main. That's also a good idea. We have another Zealot just checking the situation. You want to know how much defenses do you have inside this base, and yeah, that Zealot got taken out of that area. So okay, Lurker drop can deploy here, very nice. And where's the Observer? Looks like okay, very late Observer. even though Jazz made a very early robo, he made a very late observer. And now, yeah, this, oh my god, he's forced to not mine from both of the bases, but Zelle start to come in here. Can he do some damage to this base here? Very good lurker egg though, blocking and buying a lot of time, and one Zelle getting lost in the darkness there. So that was not good, and this lurker, even though it's not allowed to attack any probes, is still doing a lot of damage. And finally, Observer is going to be in position. You know, during this time, if I was a Protons player, I would try to take a base. Zelle started coming from all sides though. These three Overlords will get destroyed. Where's the Shadow? Do we have a Shadow somewhere? And yeah, Lurker's in position to really stop the Zelle. The Zelle's gonna be able to come out, which is great. Like, battles happening everywhere. Where's the Observer? He needs to start to clear out this area now. He's got a single Xenot, and he will be cleared out for sure. And then he's going to be able to resume mining on that area. Zelle's getting inside of Grenade King's man here. Zelle just walked right through as if like there was no lock in the front door, and just executing a lot of drones. The Hydras are not really responding. Really slow APM from both the players. But anyways, these two Corsairs need to run home now or go somewhere else. Wouldn't mind. What is it in? Okay, a Xenot, a Shadow with a Xenot drop at some point. These two Corsairs need to go home. One Corsair get taken out, the other Corsair survives, which is great. The Shadow is hiding in the corner, just trying to buy some time, and finally that Corsair dies here. The game is gonna reset. Both the players are playing furiously, but Jazz is ahead by about 30 supply. He needs to think about the next base because he's been mining out of his main bases for a long time. What is inside his corner? I don't know, but I will reveal that to you in just a second here. How do I get rid of that? Maybe this one. No, it's just looks to me like it is the cannon, right? Alright, we have another attack that happens on this side of the map. Zelle will start to go through, and we have Observer in the area that is able to see a lot of his enemies' lurkers. So that might be nearing the end here. Just a couple of will have a sunken. One Hydras remains, and drop in the main as well. Looks like Jazz is just way too fast, and Grenade King cannot keep up with him. He's gonna be able to save this base maybe. He's trying to set up a sunken. Zelle attacking the Hydras in the front, but we need to have another cannons get set up by Jazz soon, I think, if he wants to kind of survive in this game for long enough. Yeah, he doesn't have enough gateway. I don't think he's got, what, just 5 gateways and 1 in the front, and that's it. He needs to have, I think, more gateway at some point, but yeah, he's doing the damage that he needs on these Hydras here. And what do we have here? One more Zelle that comes right through. Another Sunken's getting destroyed. Yeah, but I feel like Grenade King is not really dead. He's stabilizing this decision. He might stage a counter attack at some point. If he can go and try to take out this base before it can get up, that will be a nice idea. This Shadow has been doing so much damage. Where are the High Templars? Okay, we have a Lurker in this area that trying to do some damage. We need to have some High Templars soon. Looks like counter attack by Grenade King. Grenade King has survived that onslaught, and it's gonna come out with a lot of Hydras. Is it on auto moving or something like that? Because we've seen just one random Zelle getting sent here like over time, several times. Yeah, and Protoss got 5 Zelle, but they're gonna get stuck in the back here. I think he's fearing a kind of drop from his enemy. Maybe that's what he's thinking. But I think during this time, Jazz could still think about, you know, Shadow dropping with some Xenot. That would be a great idea. Why don't you destroy these eggs with your cannons as well, man? Alright, looks like both the players are kind of waiting, not really engaged. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point Grenade King goes for drops here. That would be a great return. Okay, he's gonna drop another Lurker soon, but not able to do the damage that he needs to do, and the game is gonna reset. And I'd like to see the Protoss player to have more gateway. The amount of gateway he's got is very few. Very few. Alright, what is loaded inside the Shadow? Dark Templar, 2 Dark Templar, 2 Xenot. That's gonna be an interesting fight. This Observer placement is excellent from Jazz. I mean, Jazz got complete information as to where his enemies are, you know, troops are located. He's so good with his ops placement. Anyways, the Shadow's gonna go now, and during this time, Protons could actually move out on the map. He's waiting. He's gonna go in here. There's no... Okay, looks like drones getting pulled, but there's nothing, so the drones need to go back now. What are you doing? Send your drones back. Looks like we're gonna be having Dark inside the main. Okay, what is this? Counter drop from the Zerg player. Drop on drop here. Which player is gonna be winning? Some cannons getting set up here as well. Just so many cannons. And Observer sees these Overlords right here, so they know exactly what to do next. Looks like Jazz gonna be able to clear this hatchery. Counter attack. This counter attack is great Cannon scrambling to get in position. Zelle, we need to have storms. This is gonna be epic battle. We have Dragoons, Dark Templar, and where are they going? They're gonna try to go directly in the main here. High Templars are not casting the storm though. One cannon that just gets created. Very nice to block this area, and still more Overlord dropping in the main. If this drop can, really wipe out Jazz economy, then that might win the game here for Grenade Kingdom, because, okay, very nice storm, destroying all of the lurkers, and the drop was taken out at ease. One lurker in the back, though, they will take out a lot of the probes though. One High Templars, God doesn't have enough energies attacking the cannon, which is not a good idea. Probes getting transferred there, and the lurker dies just in time. The lurker died just on time. Both of the players are just bleeding. But I feel like it's gonna be time for Jazz to take a base. He needs to take a base now. He needs to go out there and take a base, I think. If he cannot take another, okay, he's trying to take a base at this top right corner of the map, which might be a great idea with this observer from Grenade Kingdom to discover it. And this base could also be a nice idea to take. But what is he doing? He's just sending random probes everywhere here. That's not good. Anyways, what is gonna be the next move for the Protoss player? I'm rooting for the Protoss player to win, but Grenade King is fighting back beautifully. But oh my god, look at it, Protoss army. High Templar is getting sniped. One High Templar is losing itself. But at the expense of so many Hydras getting destroyed here and getting pushed back. That is a beautiful storm. A lot of the Hydras ate the storm on the way back, and supply wise now Jazz is ahead by about 50 supply. The last of these Hydras is gonna get destroyed. Some cannons gets created in the main. So both of the players are what's happening here? Why are these probes just running around randomly? But yeah, anyways, Protoss is playing very slowly and kind of very careful, very prudent. He wants to make sure he covers everything before he decides to go out, and we might get more drop. This is gonna be just a Doom's drop. This observer sees everything. Oh my god, it sees all of the overlords. And any kind of counter reaction from our friend here. These probes are running, okay, because yeah, I understand what happens, because it's a cannon here. This cannon stopped the probes from mining correctly. Yeah, but anyways, when these other mineral patches get taken out, then we will see those probes. Okay, the probes are, what are they doing? The drop starts now. We have just a single cannons. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. Protoss needs to go back. He's got a few dragoons. No, so the drop is not gonna get executed, so that's nice. This is a very embarrassing moment for a Protoss player. I mean, this happens a lot. This happens to me as well, where I just don't build things correctly and they just get landed in random locations and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, more cannons getting set up, and probes are gonna just go and hide in this area. What are they doing? This is so funny. He's like so funny. He doesn't know that the cannon is blocking the path or what. He doesn't know that this cannon is blocking the path or what. But anyways, yeah, Proton's coming out towards this top right corner of the map. He's gonna try to take this base. The Zerg player need another base, man. You cannot survive on the same number of bases as Protoss for sure. You cannot. Yeah, this mineral pass to have 276 minerals, so that's a long way. Anyways, these overlords are looking for a drop at some point. They're waiting for some places to drop. We have an engagement in the middle. Protoss forces are sandwiching the Zerg, and all the Zerg forces get exterminated. So many Archons. What kind of upgrades do we have here? +2 armor and +1 armor. Looks like the drop goes in here. We have just some cannons, but not enough. Protoss army are not in position here, and yeah, everything's gonna get destroyed. Lurkers are really in well placed in. The observer needs to pull back. Excuse me, the observer pulls back just on time. We have 1 cannon remaining, 0 cannon remaining, but now the ops can fly in and take care of the rest of the forces here. And once again, Protoss is ahead by about 50 supply. Or 40 supply rather. Observer is not seeing the situation. Come on, react. You need to react now. And he's gonna be able to fly in and take out the rest of the forces. So the game is gonna stabilize a little bit here. This probe need to build some cannons, but actually I feel like building cannon is not the way out here. You actually need to build your base and surround it with cannons, because frontal cannon actually doesn't work anymore. I think there's some units inside there. I don't know which one. One of these guys have units inside. I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, this mineral patch is really being a thorn in the eye here. 140 minerals, 132. When this mineral patch get removed, or even this one, then these probes can be able to fly freely here. But yeah, Protoss is trying to babysit this base with a couple of dragoons. He is not really mining effectively. He's running out of minerals in several locations here, and Zerg is coming out a lot. yeah, both the players are just dragging the game out a little bit unnecessarily here. I feel like the game could have finished a long time ago, but yeah, now we still have a lot of battles happening. These two Dark Templars blocking this front. I mean, why do you even do this? Go and take your base. But anyways. Yeah, anyways, Protoss engagement in the middle with the Hydralisk. Very strong. Hydralisk have only +1 Carapace. Protoss have 2 upgrades, so super crazy upgrades for Protoss. Yeah, these cannons are completely useless when Zerg is just going for non-stop drop. I mean, Overlords are in position to do some kind of drops at any moment of time here. Finally, this... why are you building a pylon here? This is the place to build a freaking Nexus. Alright, anyways. Hatchery gets set up in the top left corner of the screen. Finally, this area is mined out, so that's good. Okay, yeah, he's building... Okay, what? Just let your opponent build the pylon, man. It's fine, because the pylon will block that base from getting set up. Anyway, some engagement happens in the middle, but some of the Dragoons are not really engaging correctly. And Protoss is losing way more force than he really needs here. But some cannons get set up in various locations, which is nice. Finally, he will take this base, but then Berserk player will be ready to do some storms. There's going to be some drop at some point. Yeah, anyways, yeah, Protoss is mined out of the main. The expansion almost mined out. Only this base have some mineral patches remaining. Protoss go for the frontal attack though. If Grenade King cannot hold this, he's dead meat. Where are the High Templars? Dragoons pull back. So much lurkers in this area. It's gonna be time for Protoss to back out of this base and just attack this front army. And he's gonna do exactly just that. He's gonna pull back into a ball here and start to attack. I feel like Jazz is losing steam, and he was having such a good lead, and now Hive is coming up for the Zerg player, and if this base get discovered, it's gonna be impossible. Yeah, fine. Yeah, this hatchery is get discovered, so Jazz could send 4 Zelle out there and take that out. We have a lurker that get dropped here, but he get destroyed right again. The probe saturation isn't so good, man, on that base. Very few probes really mining in that base, and both the players are very low economy, but Grenade King is catching up in supply. He's catching up in supply. We have 2 Dark Templars flying to that area. They're going to try to take out that hatchery. It's going to be able to focus down and snipe it. Protoss need to kind of do a huge punch with a lot of storms. He's minor in the main. He's minor in the expansion. What is your next base? You need to go for an expansion at some point. Oh my god, Protoss might... On these Dark Templars. Okay, we have a Dark Templar just sniping a lot of forces. Overlord comes out to attack, which is great. This Dark Templar attacking his hatchery as well. It's going to be time for Protoss to really pound here. Looks like Zerg is, frantically trying to get in position on this left side of the map, and that leaves, Protoss to pursue hard in behind. So many Overlords getting out. That means no more drops in these kind of areas for the later part of the battles. Yeah, but this base is safe for sure. This base needs to be safe. We have Overlord. Where the Overlord? We have just a single Overlord. The Dark Templar is focusing the attention on the hatchery. Attack the hatchery, don't attack anything else. He's attacking some random other units, which is not good. Attack the hatchery. Attack the hatcheries. Oh my god, the hatcheries get saved, but Protoss army is coming on in hot pursuit. He's got so much forces, but very few storms. This is not the ideal Protoss army composition against Hydras. You need to have storms and Zealot, not a lot of Dragoons. Dragoons don't really matter here. Another base get discovered. I mean, Jazz, get your act together and go and make sure your enemy cannot take bases. He's gonna try to attack some drones. Yeah, which is nice. Okay, this base. Okay, what happened to that base? How did that base get destroyed? I'm not so sure what happened there. But anyways, it is destroyed. And he's waiting for this hatchery to get set up before he goes in and kill it, I think. And drones running for their lives here. And the Zerg player is also out of minerals. Hit the expansion. He's also out of minerals. Almost out of minerals in the main. This base has some mineral patches remaining. And if this war continues, then Protoss will win. But Zerg can try to do a drop at some point. He needs to remake another hatchery. He's got very few mineral patches. What are these drones doing? Just running for their lives. And finally, this hatchery get discovered. So the choice is going to be for the Zerg player to really cancel it. Going for the drop from by Grenade King in the top right might be a good idea, because there's no way for him to actually save this base. Yeah, it's going to go for Zergling drop. But we already have some Overlords, some Observer here to spot. That's going to be nice. Jazz is also having very few minerals, man. He's got very few minerals. He can start to send some probes here to start to mine from it, instead of sending it to the third base. That is not the wise thing to do. We're going to be having some drop in the main or at the third base with some cannons. We have just a single High Templar. Dragoons are going to be coming out. Yeah, this drop is going to be devastating, but probes moving out just the right time here. The Overlords start to fly in. Dragoons in position to intercept though. We have High Templars casting a storm. Oblats are not going to be able to cast to drop anything, so that's not good. We have another front to attack here, but it's going to be impossible. These Oblats need to run home. What is he doing? He's loading up his Oblats and flying somewhere in the main, maybe? Or the third base. The third base is going to be impossible to drop. Yeah, observers everywhere. He's going to just wait here. It's not going to drop anywhere at all. And that leaves, you know, time for Protoss to set up cannons at the third base. This base finally goes up. Do we have Nidus Canal? We need to have Nidus Canal now. Nidus Canal, we need to get set up. I mean, this is the power of late game Zerg, which is Nidus Canal. Is he making Nidus Canal now? We are not seeing Nidus Canal. Just random Zerg unit coming out, and they're reinforcing from all angles here, which is a great. Protoss finally comes out. He's gonna, okay, crazy drop. This drop might do some damage, but no, the cannons survive, and these lurkers get picked up and gets, you know, sent somewhere else. But now we're gonna be have Zerglings, you know, attacking the top lurker on the map. Protoss is going for the counter attack. He's gonna be able to sack his base. He needs to come out with storm. He stormed one storm. He does another storm. He needs to cast a storm now. What is his reaction? He's attacking some Zerg unit in the middle of the map. He needs to storm his area. He stormed to take out a couple of lurkers, which is nice. These Hydras are being pinned down by the pylon. The Protoss can't think about this base. Oh, Nidus Canal needs to get set up now. Go for build your Nidus Canal. You have Hive, right? Build your Nidus Canal so you can connect units and save your base. We still have more High Templars in the back. And GG from Grenade King is going to be the first game going to Jasper291. Thanks for watching. If you like us, buy me coffee. The link is in the video description. And let's move on with the next game in the series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Starcraft and we are watching Day 1 Group C of SCVN Tournament 2024 Spring Season Series B. We've seen two matches so far between Kudi46 and L1nh. Kudi won 2-0, and then Kudi versus Gabeo. Gabeo won 2-1, and now it's going to be Kudi versus Jasper291, and Jasper has won the first game. Very interesting series event. I feel like Jasper could have really closed out the game a long time ago, but he just really dragged it on. Of course, I like to drag games on as well. I'm that kind of player. But anyways, we're going to be heading towards the next set in the series, and let's get started soon. Alright, the second set in the series between these two players is going to be played on the map Polypoint, with Jasper291 as a Protons player spawning at the top left corner of the screen, and Grenade King as the Blue Zerg player spawning at the bottom left corner of the screen. Yeah, I really feel like it would have been very easy for our Protons player to win the match here, but yeah, it's gonna be dragging on to the second set. And like I mentioned to you today, this person, this player Grenade King, he's actually a Vietnamese living in America. So because of like scheduling issue, he's gonna be playing 3 matches in a row. He's gonna be playing 3 different opponents in the same time slot, and that I think is really taking its toll on his maybe his playing style. His APM is only now 180, man. His like the first game, his APM is like 300, and now it's down to 180. Mind you, these guys very nice probe dancing there. Mind you that the first game he played at 300 APM, and now he plays a little bit less. But anyways, Gateway opening first from Jazz. Protons player. He's supposedly on paper the best player in this group. I don't know how true that claim is, but we shall see. Both the players are gonna be scouting in the right direction, and we're gonna be having an early spawning pool with gas. Very different build here from Grenade King. I like this build a lot better. I love this build. The Zerlings, that's gonna be offering a micro challenge to the Xenots early on in this stage, and at the lower level of Starcraft, I think the Zerg player always has the advantage. It is so difficult to micro Xenots, effectively at low levels, compared to high level players. You can, pro gamers like Snow and Mini and Bisu, they just have 1 probe, 1 Zealot blocking this ramp, and 1 Zealot alone attacking 4 Zerglings. I mean, they're that good. But let's see if Jazz is gonna be able to do it. Looks like we're gonna be having 6 Zerglings. Oh my God, Jazz, can he hold? That's gonna be question. It's gonna be coming out. Is it core or forge? It's gonna be forge. He's gonna be building a forge. He needs to build a forge now. He's saving up his money for the forge, and now his opponent is not yet arriving. He would check the situation. He doesn't know where his opponent is located, so splitting up his Zerlings into different locations. He will see now, because the Overlord didn't go for the expansion, it went for the main. The Zerlings are okay. Now he sees. And all of the Zerlings, are gonna go towards the top left of the screen, and we have the forge blocking already. The third Zealot need to be coming out soon. Jazz is saving money for an expansion. Is it gonna be good decision or not? You need to put on the expansion before the battle begins. Put the expansion now. He's gonna go for Zealot. Why do you make a Zealot now? Either you went for the expansion. Okay, it looks like he hesitated. He decided to go for the Nexus first, but he decided, he now knows that he's in serious trouble. He's in serious trouble, and he needs to put on expansion. It's gonna be a cannon first. This is a great build from Jazz. Yeah, Jazz is very tired. Is he going for... I think he upgraded Zerling with speed though. He's gonna have a quick victories. Oh my God, the Zerlings get inside the main. That's gonna be hilarious. Looks like the Zerlings gonna surround and take out some probe. This is a nice strategy when you're really tired late at night, and Zerlings will get through and take out this cannon. Oh my God, Jazz, like I told you, playing Gateway first is really hard if you're a low-level Protons player. It's really hard to hold against fast Zerglings with like a few Zealot. Only the pro gamers can do it. And this game is gonna go to the Zerg player. Very convincing victory. Gonna be having a cannon in the main. I mean, that's the only way to salvage the situation. They need to really pull the probes correctly though. 4 Zerlings with speed is really strong. 1 Zerling has fallen. The cannon is very close to dying. The cannon is allowed to live. Oh my God, pull the probes. It's gonna be better to actually lose all of your probes and lose your cannon, I think. Is this one base strategy? What is he going for? An expansion? He needs to go for an expansion because he's got 800 minerals. He's got so much minerals. He takes out he's gonna try to do a surround on a Zealot, which is a great idea. He's able to take out maybe 1 Zealot. Both of the Zealots are so damaged. You need to focus on the pylon. 1 Zerlings get destroyed though, and now the Zealot's gonna go on the low ground. 4-5 Zerling versus 2 weak Zealot. Turn around and attack the weak Zealot. He's gonna be losing. Oh my God, he's attacking. He's destroying 1 Zealot, 2 Zealot down. The cannon goes down as well, and a single Zealot remains, but more Zerlings coming from behind. I think Jazz is being too ambitious here. He tried to hold with just 1 Zealot and 3 probes. Not gonna work. Cancel the cannon and just play 1 base. 1 base Protoss is okay. He's gonna lose a pylon as well. The moment he loses pylon, he's gonna be able to cancel the cannon, I think. Yeah, and like cancel your gateway. What are you doing? Cancel your gateway and go for gas. You need to go for gas. And he's gonna make a Zelle in the main. Cancel this now. You have 300 minerals saved up in this building here. You need to know that. And we're gonna be having, okay, just Zerlings attacking that base. Yeah, he's got so much money lost in that. What can he do? He's gonna make another cannon. No, he's gonna be making a probe, which is a great idea. Oh my god, he's gonna be losing his gateway. That is so terrible. At least he gets a Zealot out and attacks the Zerling. He loses one Zerling. The gateway is not yet destroyed, which is not good. He's gonna try to go in once again, and the other second cannon might be able to cover that gateway. The gateway is so close to dying. He's 54 health, and now the cannon is online, so that may be able to save it. Cancel this building, man. What? And yeah, attacking the gateway. The gateway is alive, but no, the gateway is dead. That was hilarious. And he is still not yet canceling the 3 Zealot. I don't believe this is a good player, man. His APM 140 APM, and another hatchery for the Zelle player goes up, and Grenade King is doing so well. He's making a lot of hatcheries. I think he's gonna try to win with just mass Zerlings. Oh my god, cancel your 3 freaking goddamn Zealot. You are a pro gamer or pro lamer, cancel! He's not canceling, he's gonna remake the gateway and gonna play one base Protoss. One base Protoss is great. You need to build something here to block this area because your enemy is gonna make mass Zerlings. I mean, the only way I think for Grenade to actually win this, play this correctly, is make mass Zerlings. He's not canceling 300 minerals lost for nothing. What, man? What? That was just so terrible. And the Stargate is being constructed now. I think that's a nice idea, but what is the Zerg player looking up to do? He's gonna be making some drones. He's droning up. The Zerling is gonna be coming from the outside. Triple Zealot, Templar Archive, and yeah, City of Adun is a great idea. Stargate and City of Adun. So we're gonna be seeing some Zealot with speed here. Zealot gets surrounded, which is not a great idea. He's gonna cancel. He's gonna cancel one of his gateway. I think for the time being, two gateway is more than enough. You don't need that much in this early stage. He's gonna be building another forge. Yeah, but Zerg is, you know, building a lot of hatchery supply, while Jasper is still ahead by a lot of supply though. So unless the Zerg player can actually go for some kind of like econ with his 3 hatcheries, he's gonna be going for mass hydras, which might work. But City of Adun need to start upgrading now. Forge and City of Adun both need to start upgrade. He's building a lot of Zealot, but the upgrade needs to start now, I think, because the hydras gonna start to come out of these hatcheries. Looks like the hydras have started to be being produced once again, which is nice. Alright, the hydra speed upgrade is about 40% done. More forge coming up, and the Corsair, we need to check out decision. You need to go for Zealot lag as well, +1 upgrade, which is a nice idea. Go and destroy these Zerglings and reclaim your high ground, man. Reclaim your high ground now. The first Hydra of the game is already out. The Corsair needs to do something. He's gonna see that his enemy's gone for so many hatcheries. And he's still not yet going out. He's got, what is it, like, he's got 6 Zealots. Go out and reclaim your high ground. At least you can fight from the high ground against the Hydras on the low ground. He's gonna just check. Okay, he's gonna try to check this base here. Need to go to that base. No, he's gonna go home, I guess. Yeah, maybe he's just waiting. Finally, he start to attack. Okay, looks like the Zerlings start to attack the pylon, which is a complete mistake here. He's trying to fool his enemy. I don't know what was the purpose of that, but losing all of the Zerlings. One Zerling chasing 5 Zealot. That is not the sight that you often see. But anyways, mass Zealot with legs almost completed. Hydras, we need to run for their lives here. This hatchery, we need to get discovered as well, because Jazz has no idea about what his opponent's got. He knows only this area. He didn't actually scout to that area, the second club position, just yet. Oops, sorry, everything became dark there for just a second. But anyways, a lot of mass Zealot comes out. How many do we have? At least 8, 9, 10. He's gonna retake his expansion. 3 gateway is a good build to have here. And +1 is far away, but they're gonna be able to attack and get a surround. Into surround now. Zealot attack! Don't stop doing like the random dancing. Anyways, the Corsairs have to come in and do some damage as well. As Zealots don't have the +1, but it's gonna be fine. The Sunken is not yet completed, and Grenade King, even though he's got an early advantage, but he's gonna be losing here unless he can get a lot of Hydras out. The Sunken completed only just to see his enemy is just surrounding him with so many Zealot, and the Sunken is fallen. A few Zerlings remaining, a few Hydras is remaining. No more Hydras, only Zerlings, and the 3 Zealot are still here. 1 Zealot loses his life. Go inside the main. He's gonna try to attack the drone. He split up and go for the drone in the main as well as the drone in the expansion, which is a great idea. just to buy some time. He's gonna go in here and attack the drone. 1, 2, 3, done. One drone down, one more drone. Looks like Grenade King is not paying attention because he's busy attacking his Corsair in the front. More drones getting sniped here, and Zerling's gonna try to chase out these units, but at least, yeah, finally he's gonna react. And the Corsair is still doing a lot of damage to the Overlords. Do we have a follow-up with Dark Templar? Dark Templar, we need to be the follow-up here. No, it's gonna be just Master Zealot. Jas has got a lot of gas. He needs to make Templar Archive. Finally, he makes Templar Archive. Zealot starts to come in and attack the Sunken, which is an okay idea, but you gotta be careful because if you lose all of the Zealot, then the Hydras can start to go for the counter attack. Yeah, and you need to go home. You need to discover that the Zerg has got another base at the 6 o'clock position. Maybe he just does not think about it. Supply-wise, Jas is only ahead by about 7 supply because his enemy's got a lot of Hydras. Watch out for the counter attack from Grenade. Grenade is sensing some blood here. He knows his enemy has got some kind of, you know, weakness in the back door. He comes in with a lot of Hydras. Zealots. We need to get a surround now. He comes out and tries to engage these Hydras in the middle, but the cannon's gonna get cancelled. Hydras gonna get surrounded from all sides, but at least the cannons will get destroyed. Probes need to get transferred. Hydra's gonna try to get on the high ground. They're gonna try to take out the probe, but not able to do so. And the last of the Hydras dies. Do we have more Hydras in Frostman? No, we don't. And the next base for the Protoss player, it gets upgraded. Jas is ahead by about 15 supply. He comes out more with Zealot with +1. As well as, okay, just +1. And the Zerg unit, do they have any upgrades? Looks like no upgrades so far on the Zerg unit, and finally this base is gonna get set up. We need to get a switch into Dark Temple at some point. I think another base, excuse me, another gateway can get produced here. Mass Zealot versus Mass Hydras and Mass Zerglings. This is a very, very nice kind of games to watch here. But we need to kind of go back and wait for the support of the cannons. Looks like the cannons are gonna be morphed just on time to fend against incoming Zerglings, and Hydras is going to be very, very tough, man. The battle starts now. Zealots start to come in. Cannons is still holding the ground. Hydras need to pull back and wait. Yeah, looks like very, very good Zealot pull back, and now start to come out. One cannon is fallen, but so many okay, we have a Dark Templar attack. The Dark Templar is doing a lot of damage on the Hydras, and that's it. These Hydras are pushed back with the support of the Dark Templar. Jas at the last minute was able to hold the area with a single Dark Templar. That was clutch, man. Clutch. So clutch work here. What else can we do in this battle? It looks like this Dark Templar goes out to attack and find some targets. He needs to know about the 6 o'clock base. He doesn't know. He thinks he's on even basis with his enemy, but that's not the case here. We're going to finally have Lair at the expansion for Grenade King. Yeah, the Corsair is checking for the situation in the random areas here. He will find another Overlord here, and with that, he will see this spawning, this drone making a spawning pool, and that's gonna be a great, you know, discovery for him there, because he wants to know where's the next base for the Zerg player. Yeah, he sees the drones in that area, so this is gonna be able to at least know the timing of that hatchery. We have yeah, just more Protoss forces getting created here. Look at the beautiful gateway production. He even remembers to build like a small area here so that the probes can get transferred correctly. Sometimes you forget that you cannot build this gateway here because it will block, you know, the probe transfer later. I don't know, I actually don't know the you know the real reason for that. But anyways, we have Zealot just buying some time. I don't know if this is a Zealot just going for recon work, or it's actually sent there by like a mistaken rally point or something. I don't know. Yeah, but the Corsair finally would know about the 6 o'clock base, man. He will know. Robo coming up is a great idea. You know what? If you know the playstyle of Grenade King, you will know that at some point he will go for drops. He will go for drop because it's very easy to access the Protoss main base from the Zerg's expansion. Anyway, spot the timing, Spire is coming up, so that's something we need to watch out as well. High Templars, oh my god! Go back and save yourself! Looks like Zerling is going to be coming out to attack, and High Templars need to hide. Oh my god, what's happening here? Both the players are so clumsy. Either you storm or you just save your high Templars. Looks like they don't do any of the attacks that they actually want to do. And this is also going to be backing up a little bit here. The Corsairs know about the presence of this base, so the Sunken's going to get set up. Jas is now ahead by about 25 to 30 supply. He's got a great supply advantage. I would say just go and take down the base at 12 o'clock position. This was going to be fine. There's no way the Zerg can take it. And the 2-0 victory is going to be going in favor of Jas. Let's see. We have a lot of Protoss forces coming out, which is a nice idea. Observatory coming out as well. The Protoss army is going to try to do a surround here. Not really a surround, but a kind of The frontal attack looks like a lot of hatcheries get set up. And of course they come in to support a Dark Templar moving forward. It's not a good idea. Pull back and do your Storm. Storm your enemy's units here. Storms only a few Hydras. Hydras are reinforcement from behind. Hydra will need to cast a Storm. He's casting some Storm, which isn't a bad idea. He's going to cast one more Storm, and the Zerg is destroying everything. I fear that the game is going to be nearing the end unless the Mutalists can get more fear. Are we going to see Mutalists? Yeah, a lot of Mutalists are being created here, but drones are getting destroyed. And Archons in the area, so I don't know how much damage the Mutalists can actually do when they get here. This Archon is getting stuck, which is not a good idea. Need to kind of, what is he doing? Finally, the Archon is coming out, and we have a second Archon as well. The Archon is getting targeted upon. The Archon needs to attack. One Mutualist is going to fall down, another Mutualist has fallen. The Archon is still alive, and all of the Mutualists died. This Archon is going to get surrounded. No, it's not surrounded. And huge reinforcement from the back. And I fear for Grenade King is already GG. Thanks for watching, and that's gonna be the end of Grenade King in SCVN 2022. So he's lost 2 games and won 1 game, and that might be still something for him in the next stages. Let's see. Let's hope for the best, and see you soon in the next match. Bye bye. Okay guys, this is Starcraft. It looks like we're done for today. There's not going to be any more matches. We'll continue with the rest of the matches on another day. I will announce in the Team Liquid live report thread. The link to that is in the video description. So if you want to follow along with this tournament, please check and bookmark that link, and see you soon in another broadcast. Signing out. Bye bye.